Want to welcome everyone back to another Tuesday night that God has blessed us to be here. You here on the On Your Mark show, sports slash business slash community slash just the people show. God has blessed us to be another Tuesday night, and you see, boy, we finally got some of this rain we needed, man. And I know y'all really gonna chime in tonight because you laid back at the house waiting on the show to come on. Tell you what, boy, listen, ladies and gentlemen, boy, to my left, all I'm gonna say is EDT first, but to my left, who do we have?
We got Ron EDT Bowell. Just in case y'all know that EDT means that's East Dallas, Texas. Yeah, that's its own entity, its own city. East Dallas, whether you know it or not, go check it out.
And to my immediate right, who do we have?
You got the Roy the Robot Martin.
Well, he did well this time. And ladies and gentlemen, to my far right, who do we have?
We got Brandon Couts.
Man, listen, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know it's some track history up in here. It's some legends. I know my boy Terry Cairo was coming. He's probably still coming. He had an event. He had to be at UTA at 7. But he said he may be running an hour late. But if he get here, good. If he doesn't, we'll sure gonna go on. Well, let's start with you. You've been missing. Man, listen, ladies and gentlemen. I call EDT Wiley Turner. You know we wanted you. I know you're going to chime in because you always do. I had a spot here for you, Wiley T. I said when Bower didn't get you, I said, Wiley must really be being shy.
Yeah, Wiley, he ain't going to do all that on-camera stuff unless you running track or playing football. But all that on-camera talking, he not going to do much of that at all.
He's not going to do much at all. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you know how I do. We cover a little bit of everything. And I want to touch on something. We were talking about these youngsters, man, all this crime going on. But I want to talk about Travis Hunter, that lick that happened to him in that game. That was so dirty. Now, not knowing if it's true or not, I read that he's going to be out for about 3 to 4 weeks. Now, with that being said, the guy which I don't understand how he didn't get ejected. But if Hunter has to be out 3 to 4 weeks, then he should be out 7 to 8 weeks suspended. You know, that was just wrong, man. I mean, it was wrong. I just wanted to get that out, man. It was on my conscience. Bo, tell us what's been going on with you, man.
Oh, man, nothing much, just chilling and staying out the way, man. That's my new priority, staying out the way, man.
Man, so many folks been asking about you, man. I said,
and last time we was over here, a lot of people talk about that cryptocurrency and all that.
You know,
man, it fell off the map.
Man, you know what? You sure right.
It fell off the map, and I was telling people, only invest what you can afford to. Don't take your rent money in any investment. Don't take your rent money, your car note money. If you don't have it to kind of like throw up in the air, don't do it. Don't do it.
Boy, you're right. And it just fell off.
As far as I'm concerned, the current administration made sure that happened.
Whoa.
Because the government didn't know how to control that, so anything they can't control, they try to squash it. And they did a good job of squashing it.
They did a good job.
Because at one point, it was rolling like it was, and then when it stopped, it didn't slow down.
It didn't slow down. It dropped off.
It was over.
It was over.
One night, I was making money. I got up that next morning. Huh? What had happened? Where they do that at? Take all your money. They do it in crypto. That's where they do it at.
They do it in crypto.
But I had to get that off my chest, so I'm going to let that go and I'm going on. Because we got some good, we're going to talk some track and field, we're going to talk some history, and we're going to talk some current stuff,
Absolutely. And then we're going to talk about, I know track season, we're in football now, but times have to change. Well, we'll talk about it. Times have to change. Brandon, I want to go to you. Man, Brandon, tell us what's been going on with you. Tell them people about Brandon from out of Greenville, Texas, man.
All right, so when I retired, I went into coaching. I was at the University of Colorado, won a Big 12 title with the team. So adding on to my athletic accomplishment, Big 12 titles, I had 15.
Man, I didn't know that. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. That you was coaching Colorado.
Yeah, coached Colorado for about I think 5 years, and then I came back. Decided to come back home. and we won a Big 12 title while I was there. First one for them since like 1947. And my sprint group, even though Colorado's a distance school, we chipped in probably about 30 points that year when we won. I think that was 2012. Then from there right there, came back, started coaching, went to doing a little coaching of football, had a first team all-state receiver, turned the program around. Team had went like 2-10, and we went 6-5. And then we got the opportunity to move overseas, and I was out of there. So I lived in Germany for we'll say, I think 5 or 6 years. Me and my family were living in Germany, and we traveled and stuff like that. I'm at 42 countries.
Man,
Okay.
this is
Yeah.
awesome, man. Had
that's
no
awesome.
clue, man. I see Boy Lake Polk done checked in, but my mom done checked in. I just got my phone up and running. I could see, and I'll be able to shout you out. Brandon, that's
Yeah. So
man, wow.
then I came back. While I was over there, I started working doing video game development. Because I got a hold of the HTC Vive. It was the first headset you put on, full room headset. And I started doing game development. And we came back because of COVID and got concerned about not being able to get back to family and stuff. So we came back, and I taught at Lancaster for a year. And then now I'm a financial service professional. So working teaching. I want to get back to community. Everything I do, I try to get back to the community, or I do what I want to do. And the mindset was, like what you guys were talking about, like the cryptocurrency and stuff like that. People just don't know how to invest or how to do. Let's say we're behind on the financial curve. So
Oh yeah.
with that mindset, I went into that direction because I wanted to be able to learn it, and then be able to teach it. While at the same time, getting in a sense paid my worth. I've been teaching people for years how to do stuff, or like showing them, coming to me with questions and stuff like that.
Man, this
So,
is awesome. Hey, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, fellas, I just talked about K-Row. He just checked in. K-Row was watching. Yeah, we still waiting on if you coming, K-Row.
Tell them bring them hot wings.
Uh-oh. You heard, wait, you heard about it.
Tell them bring them hot wings.
Say, man, this is awesome, man. So that's what you've been doing. I had no clue. I think the last time I personally saw you, I was in Greenville. I think I was down there with my boy Jock Hawkins and Henry Neal. They was doing this motorcycle thing, and they were doing down there. I know they getting ready for what they call a field meet coming
Field
up.
meet?
Yes. And he said, I see Batman. I'm still in this meeting. That's K-Roll. Yes. Yeah, so trying to take them back. Let's just go back. Let's Michael Jackson this thing and moonwalk backwards
Tell me when.
and go into let's go from cause track folks gonna know who you are.
Okay. I can give you my.
Let's go back down to Greenville High School and then walk our way up to Baylor and then wherever else you take us.
All right. So I started running track in 8th grade. I was one of them that started late because
You sure this late.
we didn't have it. It wasn't even. I was a year before they started doing 7th grade track and field.
Okay.
So I started track in 8th grade, and I ran the quarter.
Yeah, you did you.
They threw me in the quarter. I didn't want to run. I'm like, I'm a 100-meter guy. I know for a fact.
Can you tell us your year so we won't take
Justin
your age?
Justin
Oh.
Thomason checked
Oh,
in.
my bad. I'm 19. This 19. I'm a 1997 graduate. So
Right.
at that point,
Wait a minute, what you said, they threw me in the quarter, but I run the 100.
yeah, like I said, and the funny part was I ran 13 flat. That was it, all out because I just couldn't figure. Worried about taking off. I was a 100-meter guy, and my coach kept putting me in the quarter. Said, "You're a quarter mile." I said, "I know your mama, I know your daddy. You gonna run the quarter?" And I'm like, "Man, I ain't no quarter miler, man. That part." And then he kept doing it, and I always end up in lane 8. Anything we do, I was in lane 8.
They were
So-
going by your time.
No, this ain't even the first year.
Really?
First race of the year.
Oh, okay.
Lane 8. You know how they go. They just throw
Yeah.
me out there. I was always in lane 8. They put me on the relay. Are you gonna run first leg? Lane 8. So the whole year I ran like that. I ran 54-2. I remember that's why I ran 8th grade. So I go to high school.
Wait a minute, I got to cut him off. No, but listen, he said he ran 54-2 in the 8th grade. There's some 9th and 10th graders running 54. But go ahead, we'll talk about that later.
So all right, so from there right there, go to high school. Started doing started doing my sports or whatever. Made the varsity team. And I remember the first race I went to. It was a Mesquite. Went out there, and I had the triple jump, which I'd never done before. I didn't want to jump, but I'm down. Put me on varsity. I'm jumping. And I go out there, and I think I took 4 jumps, but they counted it. You know, that point,
Right.
I like the pit seemed like it was so far away because the coach had made that line up there early, and it's like, oh, okay, you're gonna jump from this line. Like, man, the line I jumped from was over there. So I remember that. So I'll tell the story for a reason. All right, so go out there and run my first quarter. So I did the jump. Run my first quarter. I ran 52.81. Hurt my back in the triple jump. So I guess I ran the quarter, then came back and hurt my back in the triple jump. So that's a meat for me. Got chicken pox. Yeah, freshman year got chicken pox. So I was
So
out
you done, yeah.
for about 3 weeks or whatever. But I think it fell around spring break or whatever. So, but I didn't work out. So I'll
Right.
come back and let's say keep running, make the finals in district. I think I got 7th or 8th or whatever, 51, 51.8 or
And
something.
this, and this 9th grade, right?
9th grade.
Right. Okay.
So from that right there, we go make the regionals or whatever. Have some guys on the team. They're like, man, the 4x4 makes finals at 4x4. So we're like the 3rd, 4th team or whatever, give or take. And I get out there and I run first leg because I was running, getting fast on first leg. I was running around 51s consistently, then 50 point, that kind of thing. But I'm still running 52 on the open because I'm just figuring things out. And then we go to make the finals, and the guys try to get me to jump. Like, I don't false start, man. I'm like, because they said we're not going to be in the race.
Oh, like that.
Yeah. We can false start because we're not going to be in the race. And I'm like, I can't do that. So, all right, I'm going to put them in the race.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I like, well, I noticed I was one of the guys that sit back and kick. I want to run the first 200, and I just come flying home. So I get out there, and I was like, well, I got to go fast the first 200. So I'm going fast. I can feel like I can go, and I'm sitting there literally dying, because I ain't went that fast before. Then start coming home, and I'm like, I'm in front. So I don't know if I'm first, second, or third, but I'm right there, and I'm dying because I ain't never ran like that.
He hadn't been in that
But-
territory before.
I ran 49.5. So, and I hand stick off. I think we was in position to go to state. We barely missed out. So from that point right there, come back next year. Now I'm doing football.
Right.
Playing football, balling up in football, and come out there in this track season. Open up the season. I run, I think 50 flat. It was 40 degrees outside.
Oh,
that
cold.
kind of stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Brandon Count talking. Well, listen, Greenwood High School legend, such as my boy Henry Neal, but and I know it's some more folks, but it's a Mayberry boy down there. But I'm talking about that. Really put them on the map though. Greenwood, Texas, on the map. This young man sitting there talking now, which is Brandon Count. He did that, and Pamela Gale, Wilcox Warren is checked in. Go ahead.
Okay. So
That's my wife.
okay.
That's my wife.
Yeah.
You said
So-
that's your who?
Why?
No, he said Pamela Gale won.
Cause he always checking religiously, but
He said
he
what?
did the right thing. That's his
Nah.
wife.
Oh, the
No,
wife.
that's my wife. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Yeah.
her Facebook page before she got married.
Yeah.
Really
Right.
like that.
Right.
Really like that.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Okay.
All right.
So she know where you at now.
Oh yeah. Oh, she looking
so
at
without a
me.
doubt.
She looking at me right now.
Till I say hello.
Hey,
She
baby.
see you.
Yeah. Roy Martin said, "Hey, that's the Warren Wade."
All right. So from that right there, as I come back next year, so like I'm just dropping times. I'm starting to take on more competition. We come into Dallas a lot, and I'm starting to beat people. But like it's one of the ones you're like, all right, this country Greenwood kid.
Why let him get his stuff? You gonna get a
No,
chance?
you say you start cutting them down. What year is this you talking about?
Huh?
What year is this you talking
Oh,
about?
I'm about 10 years after you.
Oh,
You would
okay.
have had a problem. You would have had a problem with me in high
See,
school.
ladies
like
and gentlemen,
junior,
y'all,
senior.
this is
I
Roy
said,
Martin.
bad.
Roy.
My bad.
Yeah,
My
junior,
bad.
senior, you still having a problem with me. I would have went down. You been like
Nah.
Say that again now.
junior, senior year, you would still having a problem with me. You been like, all right.
Now you got to listen to his times. But he's
All right.
behind you. Please listen. Cause thank you very much, sir.
Yeah,
All right.
Thank you very much.
So from that right there, let's say yeah. So sophomore year, boom. Okay, so let's say we go fast forward, get to regional meet, prelims. I remember I'll never forget this because he ended up being my Baylor teammate. So I make finals in regional 400. So I'm running 48 and some change or whatever, and we go out there, and like I said, I run the last 200. Prelims, I'm flying. Dude from South Oak Cliff ended up being my teammate Brandon Terry at college or whatever. Came flying past me, and I was like, "Whoa, what just happened?" That part. It's a prelim. They're like, "Oh, he would drop down. He won the state last year in 5A, and they dropped down to 4A that year." So we come back or whatever. I'm like, "Well, I got to make it out of here," that kind of thing. So the race was run the top 3 times in the finals. with 48-23, 48-23, 48-23, 48-24, 48-25. I won. So that's how I got out the first year, my
Right.
sophomore year. And then from that right there, that's when everything started picking up, pace or whatever. So I
So you done bought in now to the.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be a 400 meter runner.
I'm a 400 runner.
Yeah.
That's that point. So we go to state. That's when I learned to actually run the 400. Guy from named John Coleman from I think it was Port Arthur Lincoln. I was in lane 4, and he was in lane 2, and I just know like the first 100. Like, no, I got out. I'm jogging out. That kind of thing. Dude passed me. I'm like, oh, he gonna die. That kind of thing.
Right.
He died, but he was so far out in front, made everybody else tie up going to get him. So it was like, boom, what happened here? So from that right there, come back the next year, just picking it up, 46.3, 46.4 at the state meet,
Right.
45.8 at summer track. Come back senior year,
Plus we saw it.
46.30 in school track, 45.7 summer track,
Mm-hmm.
and like I said, I started running 200s or whatever. Like I was only 20.4. I'm sorry. But I'm just saying, I only ran 20.4.
Boss, you good? I ain't
All
see
right,
it.
all right.
Hey,
See, but
nah.
I already see what this is headed though. So,
Yeah.
all right.
That-
All right,
but that's
so-
that's bad for you.
Yeah, so
You
so yeah, so yeah.
I'm gonna say we're gonna go to Bailey in premium. I
right.
got to go on let back. He about to jump the gun.
All right, there you go.
But let me before we.
I ain't never false started, Russ.
No, I said.
I ain't never false
I
started.
said you about to jump the gun.
Right.
'Cause It's killing him over there. But so that's Brandon. Y'all coming out of high school before you get to Bailey, and it just see because I watched him run some 44s. We talking about no, I'm not talking about splits, but open. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Roy Martin,
You
Robot.
got the flow.
You got the
Come on
flow
with it.
by. Let's go back. Matter of fact, before we go there, I'm coaching at Kimball at this time. And the Kimball Relay, matter of fact, Holmes.
O.W.
Oliver-
Holmes.
Can I finish? What else I'm thinking? Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, it's Roy. Yeah, it's still Roy. So anyway, we allowed them to bring Oliver Wendell Holmes to the Kimball Relays. First time ever we had a middle school in the Kimball Relays. But the reason being, be it my boy, may he rest in peace, Rod Foster, man. These youngsters had ran like 3. We talking about 8th graders now. They had ran something like 3:18. The mile relay. So we wanted to showcase them at the Kimball Relays, and then you think back in here, I think he had ran at that time like a 48 something quarter. But I don't, as an 8th grader, but anyway, I don't about to hear that. Go ahead, Bot. Your history coming out of Oliver Wendell Holmes.
Well, Oliver Wendell Holmes is where I got my start from.
But talk to them.
BF the rip now.
They have a right to check in.
Right. Well, Oliver Wendell Holmes is where I got my start from. And it wasn't until the 8th grade. But in elementary at James Bowie, I did do what we called back then, what was it?
The field day.
Field
day.
Yeah,
Field
field day.
Yeah.
And I was successful doing field day and transferred from from James Bowie to Rogers Q Mills, and same thing progressed there, doing the field days. In my 7th grade year, once I entered
I want to
O.W.
cut you off
Holmes.
for 1 minute. I got to get this out.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna call his name, but I saw it about maybe 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Herbert. Oh, I didn't say a name, did I? But anyway, field day. Listen to me where I'm going somewhere with this. He got on Facebook and said, "Fly, I remember the time I beat you on field day." And I'm thinking, I'm thinking, when? Field day you can run the 30, the 50, the 75, and the 100.
Right. Exactly.
And
He
they ran
said-
the 600 too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, because
I
the
didn't
relay,
know
the
During
relay
our
was
time, they
straight
ran the
straight
600.
back and forth. So
Right.
we supposed to been running the 75. So I beat him in the 75. He said we were running the 100. He kept going to the 100. I just wanted to put that out there. Go ahead, field day.
Now, who is Herbert?
Herbert.
Herbert.
They like to say Herbert.
Herbert.
Right.
But my point I'm making.
Herbert who?
See, now if
Exactly.
if I
That's
told
what
you, you'll say Herbert who.
Herbert who?
So
I mean,
what I'm saying,
you said the right thing,
how
Herbert who.
how it is in your
If
neighborhood.
you gonna say his first name, then say his last name.
Might be some
Herbert.
kin to you.
No, I'm just want to say who you talking about. Herbert who?
Let him catch up with me. And you know ketchup good for fish, chicken, French fried hot dog.
And I love ketchup on all my meat.
All I'm saying is everybody in their neighborhood got somebody that want that. If they beat you that one time, that's all they want to talk about is that one time.
Say-
You know how
say,
many?
Ron,
Yes, sir.
I done met some guys that beat you before. No, for real. For real, that's what they told me. That's what they told me. You know, like I wasn't there. You know, I was like, you did? Okay, I'm going to say, I tell people like this now. I'm not going to say you lying, but I don't believe you.
Right. You know how many times I done heard that?
Oh,
Right.
You know.
That's okay. So you say herbal too. That's my point.
What's the?
There's a lot of herbals.
But see, like me, and see, not like yourself, but I'm gonna say this here, like to piggyback on what he just said. It's a guy in my neighborhood. His name is Mark Mingo. See, I'm not gonna be afraid to call him name.
Where did you get a Fred from? I'm raising Bonton. Fred or what?
Afraid to say her
No,
last name.
When you're a non-factor for what?
Oh well.
so like you said, a guy, say his name again.
His name was Henry Mingo. Yeah,
Okay,
we
Herbert, we're going to say Herbert Mingo because it could be Henry Mingo, Henry
Right.
Dingo, Henry Thomas. No,
Right.
it can't be Henry Thomas. Henry John, whatever.
No, don't say
it
Henry.
could be anybody.
Don't say Henry Thomas.
But
we already know about it. We know about
that's
that.
why I changed that.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
And the
Hey,
only thing,
we was there too.
and the
Right.
only thing
No.
Henry Thomas did, you just couldn't catch him. He never beat you. You just couldn't catch him.
Right.
Boy, my boy Chicago done checked in. Ron
Exactly.
Wilson, Laddie
But-
Lee done checked
But,
in.
but
boy.
anyway, come on.
I was
with
from San Antonio. Go ahead, bot.
Yes.
Boy, y'all gonna enjoy the night.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Cause we finna get this thing crunk. But my whole deal, my whole flight this year, my career didn't start until my junior high school at O.W. Holmes in the 8th grade. And when I first met Coach Swinton, at that time I was in my little thuggish days, chase boxing in the gym, taking your lunch money. If you came down to the lunchroom, if you came down there by that gym, you're going to patch your pockets, you're going to empty your pockets. And I'm going to beat up that Coke machine, and we're going to have sodas. Everybody going to have sodas. I mean, that was everyday
Is that the
thing.
kind of social thing where you put the first quart in it and then you hit it and all the
You
stuff
hit it,
falling out?
Right. You hit
Okay.
it, and then you kick it, and
Yeah.
then you
Yeah.
know, they just coming out. We
I don't. I just heard somebody talk about that before. But
Right.
Go ahead.
No, that's true story, legit.
You know, I understand.
Yeah, true story, legit story. And so, you know,
Even South
basically,
is checked
one
in.
of the guys that I was chess boxing with, you know, I beat him up pretty bad. And I was showboating because I couldn't get tired, you know. And his thing was he got tired. When he got tired, I'm pop, 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 instead of going. Then I'm started going doing that Bruce Lee, pop, 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 pop. And he said, I'm gonna get my big cousin. I'm like, I don't care, go get your big cousin. Now, why do I open up my mouth? When his cousin walked around that corner, his name was Big Joe. See what I'm saying? I can say names. You know, his name was Big Joe. Man, Big Joe walked around that corner. I was like, holy. I'm about to go on knuckle up because this ain't fit to be no chess boxing. This going to be a real fight. So we took it across the street over there, and, you know, a guy named Rod Toller, you know, they instigating and Randy Jones, them, they put this circle around here and cross this line and
But that's
put
where
this
used.
stick
That's,
on our
that's the
shoulder.
way they used to be back in the gap.
Right. And whoever crossed the line first, throw the first punch, whoever knocked the chip off the shoulder, you know, that, hey, it's time to knuckle up. But at that particular time, he didn't want to cross that line, and I dang sure wasn't crossing that line. But I dang sure wasn't crossing that
He
line.
was scared to cross the line. You was so glad they were.
Yeah, he didn't even know I didn't want him to cross. I'm like, well, we don't let this man cross this line. Like, let them say,
David
Mama,
Collins.
they go that man. You know what I'm saying? They go. I mean,
Yes, I am still training.
I'm 5'8". He like already 6'6". You know, in the 8th grade. And we like, I'm looking up like,
How many times he flunked?
huh?
Honda. You say
Honda Civic or Honda Accord?
That's what I'm saying. A Hyundai.
That I don't know.
Okay.
But he.
You say
I mean,
6'6" in
this-
six in the what grade?
in the 8th grade. Yeah, they called him Curly Joe. His name was Curly Joe.
They should have called him Tiny.
Hey man,
6'6" in the 8th grade.
all I
He
know,
I would
6'6",
nickname
I
him
wasn't
Tiny.
I wasn't crossing that line, and he wasn't crossing that line. We wasn't crossing
Tundra
that
Gibbons
line.
and checked in.
And just so happenly, what saved us both when the police department came across the street and the whole crowd shot across the field. And I'm leading the pack, and I had to run through the track practice over there. And Coach Whitten grabbed me. Hey, Buckethead, what you doing? Who you running from? I'm running from the police. You know, like, hey, can you run track? I said, yeah, I can run. You know, I love running. And so that's how I got my start. You know, from being this bully to being this track star at O.W. Holmes Middle School. That's where the legacy began.
Well, I can just attest to you being at home because, like I said again earlier, we allowed Holmes to be in the matter of fact, y'all running against the ninth graders because I was on the 8th grade team there.
Well, I wish I would have did that when I was there competing against the high schoolers back then. I mean, would have gave them the blues too. You know what I'm saying?
What about you? Had a squad over at Velt, and I remember my boy Mark Tyler, but you was a 9th grader then, cause Mark and them was cold still. And you,
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
yeah, I remember you. You got third, cause only see the way they do it today, the first 4 go to area, and it's so watered down now. But then it's only 2 can get out,
Mm-hmm.
and you got third in the 200
Behind Mark Tolliver and Cartwright, if I'm not mistaken.
as a freshman.
As a freshman. I think you ran 21.
Now Carl ran the 100.
No.
No, who was it,
Let
Mark?
me redo that.
Okay, I might be calling
Let
wrong
me
name.
I
redo
thought
that.
it was Tolliver and somebody from Carl.
Well, anyway,
But go
tell me.
ahead.
No, let me redo that. My freshman year, I got third behind Nathaniel Johnson and James Lee out of Fort Worth Dunbar. Mark Tolliver got hurt at
Tolliver.
regionals, and I stepped up
Oh, okay.
in 1982
And
and didn't. That's when they was running on the
Right,
center
right.
track.
And then, yeah.
yeah, that was
Right.
in
Center, yeah.
that was in regional, right?
Regionals, correct.
Okay, but what happened in district?
I'm talking
Now,
about district.
district. Now, I got second in the 200 meters.
Oh, okay.
My freshman year.
Okay.
In city, that's when I finished third.
Okay. I'm getting it. It's been so many years. I know.
I know
Gotta
it's
get
like
it
the back of my
twisted
head.
up
I
a
know
little
how many races I lost and how many I done won.
I think I know how many you done lost. What I mean, since that now, I can't speak for Oliver Wonder Holmes.
6.
Oh, and 2 or 3, a couple of those was as pro.
Yes.
One was the Olympic trials.
Yeah, 1984.
If I say Jefferson,
I'm gonna see how good your memory is.
Uh-oh.
In 1984, you was getting ready to go to the trials.
say Chicago saying what's up there.
You was at
What's up, Chi-Town?
you was at
Olivia.
Joe Lewis working on
They
your start.
saying something about the volume.
Uh-huh.
It's the second person
Who
said
was
the
up there?
volume.
Do you remember? It was 5 people up there.
They said the volume need to be
Coach
cut up.
James,
The second person said it.
Dad, and
Cause James Glenn was working with you.
James Glenn.
Yeah, James Glenn was
Okay.
was starting with you. He was starting in front of you, and you was starting, and Coach James and
And Les-
Dad
And Lester Crenshaw.
and who else? There's 2 people in this room was up there. Me and Fly was up there when you was practicing on your star, getting ready to go to the Olympic trial. That last day, that was a Tuesday or Wednesday, cause you was gonna run that Saturday. You was practicing on your star with James Glenn. It wasn't but 5 or 6 people up
Somebody
there.
else
Me and
just
them
chimed in
was
and says the
right.
volume, Olivia.
I mean, I just turned it up a little bit. I don't want it to be.
I know. I'm just reading what's being said.
Yeah, that's how long we.
That's how long we've been. But prior to the end, we was doing my block stars on grass down at 8th Street Park.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Coach James was a firm believer on working on grass.
Oh,
Firm believer. I mean, we
I'm with him on that.
Yeah.
right. We only touch the track maybe once. That's
Probably,
like
man,
on
they probably put handouts
Thursday.
and yeah.
Thursday, and then Saturday is showtime.
Oh yeah.
You know,
So well, you're gonna appreciate that track when you see it.
yes.
Yes.
And it cuts down on a lot of injuries.
Injuries, oh,
and,
yeah.
and it cut down. I went through Roosevelt without an injury. I only had one injury at the Texas Relays in '85. This starter official, we were doing block start. That was supposed to have been like the showcase race. Henry Thomas, Joe Deloach, myself, Stanley Kerr,
Ooh, that's hot.
Greg Shoulders. It was
Yeah.
hot.
Ooh, that's hot.
And Henry Thomas jumped.
And-
And Henry
So-
Thomas jumped.
So we wasn't running like 48s, and we wasn't, we was like 10-1,
Hey, I would have showed up.
9, 9
Promise
nines.
Oh, hey,
I would've
listen,
showed up,
see,
dog.
I'm glad Bot did that. Let me say this, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the deal. Not just keep this like they say, keep it 100. It's errors with this deal here.
I agree.
And your era was your era all by yourself. What I'm saying. Like if I bring up my boy Marlon Cannon, you got what I'm saying. He did his thing. If I bring up both, if I bring up Hearing, if I bring up Brandon Campbell, everybody had errors. If I bring up Gene and Joe Pouncey, Rufus Shaw, it's errors that honestly I'm talking about my personal opinion. And we what I'm about to say, we'll never ever know because we won't, because it'll never happen.
Well, can I interject on that?
Interject.
Since you want to bring in errors.
No, it is errors.
Let's bring in errors. What I've done in my era, it speaks for.
It was phenomenal.
It speaks for the past.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna respectfully agree to disagree with that. It doesn't speak for the past.
You know, we can disagree to agree.
Yeah, but listen, what I'm saying. It's back to errors. And ladies and gentlemen, we can do this. We can do this.
Right.
It's
Now we're for the track talk. Let's talk.
When I say error, because there's some folks that did some things that were phenomenal before my time, your time, and they had them spikes about this long with them plastic shoes, running 45 on that cinder.
Correct.
Now, if they had had the stuff they got today,
We don't know what would happen.
what would have happened. Even with but you was part of the equation where it started to change with the good stuff. But I had the good stuff, the light shoes.
But you say equation started to change. What equation?
No, I'm
what,
saying
what
when
changed?
the nice track, the Mondo tracks, the host, where you step on the track, it make you want to run just bouncing.
The track
And all that started pretty much.
Yeah, and you had some socks that was heavier than the track spikes.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just saying it's okay, and I'm not gonna give you too much information. We're finna get ready to do a memorial for Gene Pouncey here in November.
I will make sure I'll be there.
And they asked me to speak at the memorial, and I just honored because I come up behind them.
Right,
and everything
absolutely.
I did at Lincoln, we were just chasing momentum out. You gotta understand, when Gene and Joe, Chopper, which is Rufus Shaw, and John Dilly, at the time the world's record in the 4x1 was by USC.
38-2.
With O.J. Simpson running the second leg in the world. And they had all these collegiates and pro track clubs, right? Again, USC number 1. But number 2, they had in parentheses, Dallas Lincoln High School, number 2. Then they went back to the colleges. In that era, that's my point. Not only did they run that, they had the fastest time in the nation in the 4x4. But most people don't even talk about their 4x4 because they talk about that 4x1. But they had the fastest time in the nation.
What was their time in the 4x4? Because I'm just curious.
They ran 3:10.
3 who?
I just different eras.
3 who? Seriously?
Tell me that's slow.
No, I never.
No,
heard of
tell
that.
me that's slow, bot.
No, because when we was chasing,
Bot.
I remember this is I remember this
Night,
is what
bot.
we was taught.
How old are you?
I'm 56 years old.
Have you ever been 57?
Not yet.
Okay,
but I
then,
will
like
be
I
on,
said.
I will be
Ladies and gentlemen,
December 25th, 1960.
We talking about in 1970.
It's 70.
These guys ran 3:10
I need somebody to Google.
and they
that.
ran 39, 4x1.
Who?
Lincoln High School. What you mean who?
They ran.
Hooters.
They ran 40.6.
No, that's what they.
They converted it to 40.2.
Roy Morton, they converted it like they
Yeah,
converted
they
your time.
converted it.
Wait a minute, no, we got
Well,
him.
I be shimmer, be timber.
Okay,
I'm not
say
taking-
this.
But did
Let
they-
me
I'm
say
not
this.
taking anything
no,
from.
Did they change your 19?
no,
Did
no,
they
no, let me
change your
say-
time?
No, let me say this.
Yes, sir.
In
Training
1985,
checked in.
when you set that national record,
Boy,
I
Herschel done
remember
checked in.
it was 20.00
Herschel Jones.
when it first
Mark
happened.
Fennell.
Now I see it's 20.2.
No, I remember it was 1974
Okay,
when it
but
first
then-
happened.
You and I do too, but they did not convert it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they
that's what
That's
was
what
up
they
on the
did with
clock,
Chopper and them.
They
1974.
converted it 3 times.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
exactly.
we're gonna have the last conversion.
No, but what I'm saying,
But we're
just
gonna
like they
have-
converted those
But
times.
we're gonna have the last conversion of the correct time.
See, if you had a sign, if you've been signing with Texas, they would have gave you your 19.
But you went to SMU,
And that's what that. Tell me I'm wrong.
and then your freshman year, y'all
Boy,
ran
Hershey
3
Jones,
on
boy,
1
good
and got
commercial.
disqualified.
Cut, commercial break.
No, we're not
I'm
cutting.
gonna
We're
go.
gonna keep it going.
There was no heck in the way in the heck in the world that I was gonna sign for University of Texas. And I'm gonna tell
No,
you,
we didn't
Oh,
say.
no,
Now
no,
you
no,
missed.
no.
We
Ladies
say
and
if
gentlemen,
you woulda.
you know,
No,
ladies and gentlemen,
no,
I'm not too sure about right
I'm
now.
piggybacking on you what you're saying, and you absolutely correct.
Thank you
You're
very much, sir.
absolutely correct. When I say this, to say this, I've been going down there for 4 years, performing at University of Texas. They did not recruit me not one time.
Wow.
Not one time. Until the week of signing. You came with some gifts and perks and stuff, but it was way too late. Not one time. You ain't the head coach at that time didn't even know my middle name.
Boy, if Bot had a sign with Texas, it'd be a statue of Roy Morton with 1974.
That would be the national high school record.
That's how it would have went.
That's how it would have went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have almost tied the world record back then. You know what I'm saying? But
He Turner checked in. I'm just telling you
but
how it would have went.
you know, it was what it is.
Oh, yeah,
but
you know, we
I
were
just
up.
want, here's the whole deal. All seriousness to the side. I just want my just due. I just want my homage. I just want my due.
Oh, you
I
got that.
earned it. I know I
But
did.
you earned it. There was not just here in the Metroplex, all across the country.
Absolutely.
Otto Bowden just brought your name up a couple of weeks ago. Put
Oh,
it
he-
up on the screen.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, Otto Bowden at the U.S.
In the art.
World-
U.S.
Yeah.
trials. Otto Bowden
World
brought your
Championship?
name up.
Mm-hmm.
No, at the trials.
At the trials? What
yeah,
is?
he put your name up.
What did he say?
That about the national record. What he put up to 20.2.
And that's the point I'm saying. They converted all these times.
Well, see,
Just like when they said, what's the guy now Georgia running 100 meters, 200?
Matthews Bowden.
Matthew Bowden, when they said the first one to run 9 and 100, that's a lot.
Yeah, because
But they came with this new thing.
Henry
all
Neal ran
conditions.
9.9, and so did
Greg Scholes.
Scholes.
and so did I.
And so did Kevin Rosen.
But
So did Kevin Robertson.
But let me
Forever.
say this. But let me say this particular. Let me speak on particular about my record. That particular weekend, 1985, May 9th, in 1985, was the state meet. Stanley Kerr
Wait a
from
minute,
Snook.
he act like we
Wait a
wasn't
minute.
even
Wait
there.
a minute. Let me tell you, Joe DeLoach set the national record Friday.
Hold on.
And then Stanley Kerr said it right before you did.
And then
No,
you come
no,
back
no,
and
And then you
erase all
came and
that.
said it again.
No, player, hold on. I'm finna break it down to you.
Yeah.
The
Cause I
first,
was down.
the
He
first
picked-
person
he
who
picked the
broke
six.
it was Stanley Kerr. That was Friday night.
Friday
from
night.
I mean,
1A.
yeah, for
Friday
okay.
night.
Right.
I got it. Did
Now,
Joe
Joe
DeLoach
DeLoach came
broke
within
it
4A.
5 minutes before you did.
In 4A, no, it wasn't 5 minutes.
I mean, well, whatever.
Whatever
it
the
was.
minutes
He
was,
came
you
in 4
right behind it
he
with
came
the
in 4A.
eraser.
I came back an hour and a half later and I shattered it.
I said with the eraser.
Right. But with that record being said, it was said 3 times that particular day.
Yeah.
But when
particular
you
weekend,
it was
when
said 3
UIL and Austin Statement newspaper did this article said a 25-year rule change, that's when it was it was 20 flat for 20 years.
Yeah, and then
so
they
when they
switched it.
changed it. So my question I proposed to them, okay, you're gonna change my record. Okay, you should have changed
Everybody's record.
everybody's record.
No,
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Not just mine.
Not ju-
Oh,
listen,
I totally agree. I totally agree.
that's
I'm
1,000% correct. They should have changed if they're doing. And
It ain't
you
if
let it
they
sit for
did.
20 years. I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden,
You
they
let it sit.
change it.
Right, for
But-
25 years.
But everybody else should have changed too.
But they didn't.
I get.
But
For
they
real,
didn't.
man. I didn't know
Seriously.
that.
No, for real. That's real
No,
talk.
for real.
They
yeah.
didn't.
Now we know that what we saying. We agree, ladies and gentlemen. It's not Roy's fault. He just kind of slow sometimes, and I don't mean we not talking about running. Yeah, he kind of slow sometimes, but he'll catch up in just a minute.
Right. But I need you guys. I need people like you guys. I need your help to do this research, because right now I'm working on my autobiography, and right now the last chapter of the book is called The Dark Side, and the dark side is going to be all my trials and tribulations, everything I've been through for the past 4 or 5 years. When certain people see me go through from being this person to like this person, and the dark side gonna explain every detail into why I am to who I am today. You know, because even though you can be up high and mighty, there's still somebody can bring you down and can
Absolutely.
bring you down,
Oh, yeah.
and
Oh,
it
yeah.
did. And now I'm getting up, but it's a one brick at a time.
What
I used to
woman
say
kicked
this.
in?
It's like climbing up that muddy hill, but right now it's like that one brick at a time. that I'm building, that I'm bringing back to get myself back together, peace of mind, state of mind, and a heart of mind. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Brandon, we're going back to Brandon now.
Yeah.
Now let's leave from Greenville and head to Waco.
Okay. All right, so get to Waco. I come in running national champ, eight-time national champ, 4x4, 4x400.
You started it. Ladies and gentlemen, I like it.
200s, stuff like that.
And again, what year was this?
Huh? Oh, this is
Honda.
This is 1997.
90 who?
97. Hey, we didn't do
Body act
you
like.
already know you
Wait,
did
let me help Brandon out on this. Roy Martin act like track and field stopped after he left.
Track.
Mark,
Can I
you
respond
was
to that?
special. No, you cannot write it down. I'll read it later. What I'm saying
Well, I'm
is,
gonna text
Bot,
it to
you
you.
got to understand that
Right.
it's some other folks. You was
You know I'm
special.
just. You know I'm.
I
messing
know,
with you.
man.
You know,
I'm
Yeah,
enjoying
we
yeah,
can
yeah.
have
And ladies,
fun.
this is
Yeah, we can
friendly,
have fun.
competitive rivalry.
There you go. That part.
These are performers.
But he
y'all.
wasn't gonna win though.
I have no doubt in my mind I wouldn't.
He wasn't gonna win.
I have no doubt in my mind I would have won.
I love it. I love it. I
That
love
you-
it.
that you would've won?
You know switch from now. I'm in college. I'm not a high school kid no more.
He ain't running 54s no more.
You was running what?
Huh?
44.
44s.
I'm running 43s and almost 42s.
I split 43s.
I split
by
almost
myself
42.
out front.
Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
wasn't chasing down
this is
nobody.
what we talking about. Some
I
running.
wasn't chasing
On a
down
con-
nobody.
But I'm talking about on a consistent basis though.
What do you think I was doing? I got to cover
Oh,
track
you
and
do
field
that.
news.
Oh, yeah.
That's because
Go-
I was
go
running
do
them
the
times
research on
out
it.
front.
Roy Martin,
Do the
Google.
research on it.
Google
Running
him?
count.
Do research on it.
Not now. Wait till you get home.
Oh, you said Google.
Wait
I
till you
was,
get
I
home.
was running
No.
them same
Google.
times out
The
front.
truth.
Google.
No. The truth.
Google. Look,
You
ain't
know
nobody-
we keep it
Yeah,
real.
So, all right.
Is
so,
he in Wikipedia?
You know we
yes,
keep it
I-
real.
yes,
You
yes,
on Wikipedia?
I have a wiki just like you.
Say that's
and
Brandon Count.
I'll make sure. That's how you look at
But-
your Wikipedia. It will say Brandon
But-
Couch will be.
But- This man is
I'll
the
make
truth.
it see.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway.
Okay,
yes,
let's
all right,
get this
yeah.
out. Let's go to
All
Baylor.
right, cool. So
Okay.
went to Baylor. So now I'm there.
Ladies and gentlemen, I love it.
To go to the first Big 12, go to indoors or whatever. I run 45.5 indoors. It's the world junior record, and that was my third race. I had never run indoors before. Like, you know how it goes. Just come up there. I'm just like, well, I'm looking at track. I'm like, man, I gotta go 2 laps around this. I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Cause mentally,
All I'm
yes.
thinking is like 1
2
lap.
laps. Yeah. But
So-
yeah.
See, that's why I know mentally he said he wasn't gonna make it. He wasn't
But
gonna
he
even touch
didn't-
me.
but he didn't interrupt you.
Because he
But let him finish. We gonna have that imagination race in a minute.
Congratulations,
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right.
You would have to run. I tell you what, you would have to run open as a 43 something to beat him open.
Me?
I didn't
Me
stutter.
here?
You would have had to run 43 something to beat him open. I'm just no, but same way I love you, I love him.
Well, you know what?
No.
You know what, Coach?
A lot of people say, you know what?
I'm gonna buy down because
No,
I
you
didn't-
don't buy down.
No, because I didn't run the open quarter.
Then allow him to
That's
finish.
why I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy
All
that.
right.
Okay.
Just that mindset right there. All right. I ran down sprinters on anchor on the 4x1.
Nah,
Regular basis.
Now he pushing it.
Hey, if you want, you talking about what you do. I'm telling you what I did.
Now,
But
It's documentation. You can
we
see
gonna
it.
get you this and you in a minute.
Anyway, we can
We at Baylor right now.
All right. So
Freshman.
freshman year. So I go to Drake Relays. Won the quarter 45.04. Split 19.3 and
This
19.3 and 19.5 on the 4x2. Anchored the 4x1. I got athlete of the meet. That's all freshman year. Now we go to the Big 12s. This is second year Big 12. I won the 4x1, 400, 200, 4x4. Keep on going. Get to nationals. Have a bad nationals. Cold weather, and I ran too many races, honestly.
very
And I-
nice resume.
Yeah, so like it was in Buffalo, New York. and
Freshman
it
year,
was-
yeah.
Yeah, and so we ended up like say I split. So in the prelims, we made finals.
Hey, do you remember them 4 that was on that 4? Those 3 that was on the 4x4 with you?
In which race?
The one
And
your freshman year.
freshman year, yeah, cause like it's pretty consistent.
Okay.
Cause it was 3 freshmen.
Whoa.
So Barnum Kamani, he was a 400 hurdler out of Houston. Damian Davis, he was a 400, 800 guy out of Beaumont. And we had Stephon Bragner, he was out of Austin Pflugerville or something like that. He was the older guy of our group.
Okay.
So it was 3 freshmen and a junior.
Yeah, 3 freshmen. Big Clyde was doing
So
some
like even
things,
when
wasn't
we went to Texas Relays, we weren't supposed to run Texas Relays, cause like they got 3 freshmen. But that's the last year they ran in the stadium. We only ran like 306.
Oh, in the original stadium,
Yeah,
yeah.
but we ran 306 and when nobody.
Wasn't it beautiful coming down out there shoot from up top?
Oh yeah, I love
Coming
it.
down to the track. I love
That's
that.
one
I
of my
love
favorite memories.
Memorial Stadium.
Oh, I love that. I'm talking about you. Everybody upstairs,
What's this other stadium they got?
the new one.
Flyers or
No,
whatever?
Memorial Stadium. What's that? You talking about Texas Relays?
yeah. When you come down, you practice, you warm up upstairs. But when you come down,
You know,
it's
the old
you
stadium.
know it's
The old
showtime.
stadium.
Right. The old stadium. Right.
Yeah, I like the old stadium better than
But
than that
to
new one.
Mr. Wikipedia over here, but asked him who was the rock star of the Texas Relays for 5.5 years.
Couts.
I ain't gonna call no names.
Brandon Couts. You
I'm talking about them different eras. Who? We gonna come back to yours.
You will see that. Hey,
It's documented.
like I'm not saying
You
this
see
man
him
look
sitting here
up.
on the show. We ain't talking about we won the if.
So from from that right there, all right. So Texas Relays. So we got some getting nationals. We dropped. So my Kamani was on second leg. We was out front. He pulled his hamstring at 150 left. And like I said, so that's my
What was y'all fastest time at Baylor 4x4?
That year we ran 3:01:39. I think that was the fastest that year. So Kamani pulled his hamstring.
I remember Kamani too.
And he decided to limp home. So I'm looking at it like I'm gassed up now. My boy coming, like he's finishing the race.
Yeah,
So he's been like 51, something like that. You know how it goes.
But listen, you see him trying to get home.
But
That
that was
get
the
you,
whole
boy.
thing.
I love
So
it.
he did that right there, and then like I just went like cold weather was one of my issues. Cause I never
Eric
didn't
Nobles
really
and
stretch and
checked
stuff like
in.
I was supposed to. So I paid the price on it. But when I seen that happen, it was like, man, he done came home. So
He
now,
didn't quit on you.
now I'm all the way big dog. So I split 44 flat, and it was 45 degrees outside, and we ran us into finals. I caught, I got 7th, 8th, or whatever. I got caught everybody except for one team I didn't catch, and ran us into finals. So then with finals or whatever, we had another mishap, and I couldn't do the same thing again.
Right.
So we got 4th, and at the same time, the time wasn't slow either. Georgia Tech won. Angelo Taylor was on anchor. Kadivas Robinson was on.
Look at Angelo Ted hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they split 44, let's say 44 flat to 43 something. I guess.
What's up, cuz?
So, and that was in the freshman year. Sophomore year I was injured. Still ran fast, but come back junior year, that's when I really started like moving. I broke when I broke the collegiate record indoors. I ran. It was 45:60 or whatever.
And that was indoors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I shut down coming out straight away. Coming to the last row, I walked across the finish line because I'm like trying to reserve energy, that kind of stuff. Then the finals, I got boxed in and had to go out the back door. So I shot all the way to the back and came back around everybody to win the race.
It's from a kid that didn't want to run the quad. He wanted to run the 100. But go ahead.
But I think it goes back to being a football guy. Cause I was always a football guy. I thought I could make the same money in track. Unfortunately, I don't know what was.
Well, at that
But
time,
then-
that money wasn't like
But-
what it is.
I think what really
ain't like it
happened,
is
though,
now.
I'm looking at Michael Johnson make all this money, so I'm thinking, okay, we make money in track like
Now, I
that.
thought
You
we was
didn't
gonna
pull a
have
scab out.
I
Okay.
thought we were gonna have a decent conversation. Now you gonna.
So that's what the scab is.
You didn't pull it.
I'll try to stay away from it.
No, yeah,
Nah.
That's okay.
But you didn't know, though, Mike wasn't winning no races around in high school.
Oh, I know.
Not at all.
That's it. This is the man. That's
Yeah.
why I've always seen it. You know how it goes. Because you're looking at
College
you just don't
neither.
know.
None of
'cause
Cope was
I
watching.
didn't come to Dallas a whole lot, so I wouldn't.
I used to say, him and I talked all the time, how do y'all put in?
You know what I'm saying? Good thing you didn't come to Dallas a lot because you had to face me. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's 10 years behind you, Ron.
Oh,
He's
that's
10 years behind you,
What?
Ron.
10, man.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Yeah.
You got you marked safe.
Yeah, you mark.
Yeah, but Mark,
He
Bob,
marked safe.
Bob, but
He
think
marked
about
safe. He marked
but
safe.
Bob, listen to the times he was running, you can appreciate him versus what we look at now.
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Joker
it's
run a
gorgeous
40
what he did.
Joker run a 48, and because he beat a lot of 50-point folks, and like he done blew them away. He did, but he blew away some 50-point folks, man.
Yeah.
Track is so. Bob, let's go to SMU. He just won his freshman year in Baylor. Let's go to SMU as a freshman.
Okay, where you want me to start?
At the starting line.
At the start line?
Yeah.
Okay. My freshman year at SMU, I ran at the Southwest Conference.
at Rice Stadium. Me and Fly was there.
We left Austin and
and
came.
I hollered at you down there. I said, Roy,
He-
hurry back in
but,
19
but,
something.
but he knew we were
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
we left Austin
Yeah,
and
'cause
came
we
over to Houston.
we left Austin, came down there to Rice
Right.
Stadium. Now my line was
Down on the right,
Stadium.
right.
Did you
With
run
the 19
1989?
and
Nineteen
Yeah,
eighty
go,
nine.
yeah, go ahead.
So
Nine.
you-
And I won
so
some.
Southwest
And I won
Conference,
some
right?
Benjamin
Yeah.
Franklin's
So
off there.
Southwest Conference became the Big 12.
No,
No,
Southwest
it-
No, they say Southwest Conference.
Conference.
No,
It
it
did
became
not.
defunct.
Yeah.
It
It
dissolved.
became
So
defunct.
them teams went to the Big 12, though, right?
Yeah.
No, Southwest
Some of
Conference.
them did.
Southwest
Everybody
Conference
except-
consists
everybody
of.
except for TCU.
I'm trying to educate you. Southwest Conference
Well, I love
consists
this.
of SMU. I'm gonna put the top dogs first. SMU, TCU, Houston, A&M, then Baylor, then Rice.
Whoa! I'm not instigating, but
And
why ain't
Oklahoma.
thumping then Baylor? I'm just go ahead.
Right.
At that time.
At
we
that
talking
time.
about the cricket,
Yeah.
right?
At that time.
Yeah,
At
at
that
that time.
Right. At that time. So my freshman year, we did something in NCAA history that no school ever done. See, we won national championship indoor and outdoor, same year,
Okay.
and set records.
All right.
And CBS Sports did a host on us to where they mentioned a few things about Baylor. And I can remember one of your third leg guy. I ran third leg on the on the football floor, and I made him blow a hamstring, blow a
So
tire.
what third leg guy is this? What
Sir?
guy is this?
Sir?
He said call a name.
You've been
What's
doing
his
names.
name?
I want
Yeah.
to get some of my Baylor names out here then, so I know
Raymond
which one.
Raymond Pierre.
Raymond Pierre. Okay.
Yeah.
I see Pierre out there.
No, Doraham. What's his name? Raymond Pierre Doraham. What's his name?
Doran Graham.
Graham.
Graham. Doran Graham.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's two.
Yeah, they was out about 45, 60 meters. I got the stick in third. It was Baylor out front. It was TCU, SMU, then UCLA, and then here come Washington State, and then here come Arkansas. So I'm sitting there piggybacking. I'm waiting on them jokers to make their move. I'm already gonna make my move. See, they started making their move way before I did.
But we got
I started getting them warmed up, ready. I started making my move at the 200-meter mark.
That was your neighborhood.
Exactly.
That was your Coach James move.
And then when I went by Doran Graham, I said, "I'm finna go, boy. You ready to go?" And what the first thing he do?
When I came out, y'all didn't have nobody. Y'all can't put nobody on the track at that time.
No,
so
no track team no more. This
Yeah,
and
We
that.
ran,
Me.
and we
They
ran
got
two,
rid of you.
and we ran 256.
Man, come on. Oh Lord.
Bye.
Yeah, like I'm not a track guy.
Right.
Come on.
I mean, you talking about 306,
250
307?
Y'all
No,
ran
bye.
256, and the collegiate record is still.
Ladies and gentlemen, every now and then.
I'm gonna show you the trophy.
He got- he got
Let me,
straight-
No.
Let me,
Hey,
let
bye.
me,
Say record
let me pull it
258
up.
right now, ain't it?
Let me pull it up.
256.
Yeah.
Cause they ran
That's
this
what-
year, they was running this year.
Let me pull it up. Let
All
me hold on. Let
But
me.
is this with you, my boy Rod, Robazine, and who else was on that?
First leg with Harris Burroughs from Philly.
yeah.
He from Philly.
Right.
Y'all had a great team.
And second
I'm not
leg,
mad,
we had a great
love all
team.
track and
We
field.
had an untouchable
But-
I
team.
thought y'all ran like
But you
301.
can't sit here and come up.
We had an untouchable team. Couldn't nobody touch us in the Southwest Conference, the NCAA. What that say right there?
How many?
Don't that say 256? Now correct me if I'm wrong.
It's
Don't that say
wrong.
256?
What was this now?
At NCAA 1986.
He's showing 256.
So you know all these track facts, but you gonna sit here and think y'all ran 256.
I ain't say we think. I'm showing you the proof right there in the pudding.
But now listen,
So-
listen, back.
Yes, sir.
I know you third leg now. I've saw the tape several times. I've never seen this before. And if I'm not mistaken, it showed.
They just gave
302.
us this out of archives about 2 weeks ago. So I need to present this to Kevin. They just gave us this here, because I don't know what's the situation gonna be, if they gonna bring men's track at SMU or not. But either they gonna give us
Man, softer than checked in.
memorabilia or they gonna throw it away. So we choose to give it to us so we can
Correct.
keep it for keepsake. You
No,
know what I'm
for
saying?
real.
So, but this is what it is.
No, for real.
You see that, son?
We can keep.
you
Like I
see
said,
that?
I have no problem with you keeping a keepsake or whatever. But
Right. But
time-wise,
but you see that?
like right
Time-wise.
now, the collegiate record is 257 and some change with Florida ran this year.
I said 256. Do you need to put your glasses?
No, but
But he's saying the NCAA record right now is 250.
Right. Okay, well,
257.
So like, and then I seen the race where y'all ran 3 flat and 1. I think that was 85 or 85, 86 as well. So cause now races pop up on YouTube. So
Correct.
I've seen the races.
Correct.
which
so-
race you talking about?
One, I'm not actually. It was the NCAA. Y'all won the title. So that'd be like say if y'all won 2 years in a row, then 2 years in a row, or whatever, whichever year was.
It was
outdoor
say
title.
Spells, Robertson.
No, it
Rod
was
and-
Spells, Rod Jones, myself, and then Kevin ran ankle leg.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's
So, yeah.
that
And
That was your
1986.
freshman year, right?
that was your
Yes, my freshman
that
year.
was that
Right.
monster.
That's the
Right.
race that popped up
And
on TV.
then
on YouTube.
the second year, it was Gary Satterwhite,
Yeah,
Harris
Saturday.
Spells, Kevin Robinson, then myself, and we lost to UCLA.
Right.
Damn
with,
it,
what's his
Everett.
name?
And
what's his name?
Kevin Young
That's the
in the
is
group.
that the old record before they
They had,
before they
was that
started running?
Everett?
Yes.
Yeah,
Everett.
Yeah, we locked up on ankle
Henry
leg.
Thomas.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
That's
was,
the that's
was
the
it
old,
Mike Morris or?
Mike
No, I don't think Mike
No,
Wade.
Mike
I
it
don't
was
think
Hasu
Mike.
the
Watts.
Hasu thing.
It was
Quincy
Quincy Watts,
Watts.
wasn't it?
No, Quincy Watts about
Yeah,
around
USC.
his time. He,
No,
another
Watts
youngster
was,
would be
like 92.
another youngster around his time.
No, Quincy was right there behind you.
Yeah, Quincy was a couple years
Yeah.
behind you. Maybe a year or two behind you.
Yeah.
But I know at one point they had Quincy Watts.
Matter of fact, I
and
think
then,
Quincy was
and
on
then, and then what's the name got in trouble and went to
Henry Thomas.
Yeah, Henry Thomas.
I'm trying to chime McClinton.
And out of
I'm
all
trying
those
to
guys,
trying
Henry
to
Thomas
chime
had
in
to-
McClinton Neal. I sent the invite, Neil. Yeah, he got something to say to you Baylor guy right here.
That's what I'm saying. That's fine.
Oh, I love. Boy, listen.
Okay, chime in, Neil. I got you. Can you hear me?
Okay, now I'll tell you what. No. Y'all see the number strolling. Call in at 469
Yeah.
708 8609. Once again, the number here is 469 708 8609. But hold on, let me do my sponsors. Then we're gonna come back so we can. But we out the blocks, ladies and gentlemen, in track and field.
Right.
I want to do my sponsors right now. Then we'll come back and you call in, and that's what this is for. But this we
Yes,
talking
sir.
track
Yes,
now.
sir. Yes, sir.
McClinton, call in.
Ladies and gentlemen, my guy, Sammy Jr. with Roberts Ready to Wear. Address over there is 1706 MLK Boulevard, Dallas, Texas. Phone number 214-421-0624. Again, 214-421-0624. Listen, go over there and see my guy Robert, Sammy Jr. over at Roberts Ready to Wear. And listen, he's going to dress you from head to toe. You say Coach Fly sent you, he going to give you that Coach Fly discount. But you got to say Coach Fly sent you. And he going to make sure you dress from head to toe. And then when you walk in the store, you look to the left by the counter, you see a picture of Coach Fly. That's over at Roberts Ready to Wear, Sammy Jr. Then go on down the street to Freedom Fashion, 2716 MLK Boulevard, Dallas, Texas. Phone number 214-421-3011. Again, 214-421-3011. And meet Freedom himself and his wife, Miss Helen. And say Coach Fly sent you. He's going to do the same thing they do at Roberts Ready to Wear, dress you from head to toe. And when you walk through the doors, you look right there to the right, you will see a picture of Coach Fly. I know Bot over probably hating because his picture's not up in there, but it's okay. You can say Bot knows Coach Fly. So that'll work. All right, then my guy Charles Archer at Our Insurance Services. 510 Turtle Cove Drive, Rockwall, Texas. Phone number 972-686-6868. Again, 972-686-6868. Now listen, Charles will make sure he beat anybody with your car insurance, house insurance, boat insurance, skateboard insurance, pull up your pants insurance. He gonna make sure that he beats everybody. And you say Coach Fly sent you, he gonna give you that bundle, and you will, trust me, you will be very, very pleased. That's Charles Archer, our insurance services. Then my guy, Dr. Brad Salter. I saw you checking in, Steven Salter's son, and once again we'll talk. But congratulations on he got married here about 3 weeks ago. Congratulations. For my guy, Dr. Brad Salter, Lakeside Dental Solution, 6705 Heritage Parkway, Rowlett, Texas. Phone number 972-412-0014. Again, 972-412-0014. Go see my guy, Dr. Brad Salters, man. If you got like a lot of wind blowing between your teeth, or like you got some vacancies in your mouth, go over there and see my guy, Dr. Brad Salters, man. He can bring the apartment together. He can bring your front yard and backyard and make it look like a home in your mouth. You see the smile? Dr. Brad Salters. You don't have to walk around like the fence blowed down in your mouth and there's gaps. Go see my guy, Brad Salters, and say, Coach Fly sent you. He'll take care of you.
Well, I need to go see him then.
And then my guy, John Beckwith Jr., JB, over at Golden Gate Funeral Home. 4155 South R.L. Thornton Freeway. Phone number 214-941-7332. Again, 214-941-7332. Go see JB, which is John Beckwith Jr. And if you having issues with, putting your loved one away, and you're doing that GoFundMe and all that, hey, man, go see JB and say Coach Fly sent you, and he will bless you and your family, man, and he will put your loved one, the transition will be beautiful. Trust me. You might say, well, we don't have it. Go see him and say Coach Fly sent you. He will make that happen. Golden Gate Funeral Home. Then my people here at Dallas on Air, they do an awesome job with me and with the shows. And my girl Olivia over here sitting in for my girl Kat. They do an awesome job. Phone number here is 469-708-8609. And then my guy, Dr. Pastor Darrell Turner with the pre-needs. He will call in. I'm quite sure he'll call in at some point, and we'll tell you about the pre-needs. But we're finna get back to the show because it's hot up in here now. And again, the phone number is 469-708-8609. Say you track fans, man, call in. You can talk to
McClendon.
Robot Martin.
McClendon, call in now.
Boy, he want McClendon near. Boy, call in. The Joker, huh?
The Joker. Call in
yeah,
now.
in Brandon County here, man. Did my boy EDT sitting in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Call in 469-708-8609. Chicago, boy, call in. McClendon Neal, call in.
Call in, McClendon. We're going to
Christian Jones, call in, man. Hers got so many pictures.
We're going to see if you can get some credit.
Hey, McClendon going to be calling from a 3110 number.
Call in 469-708-8609. Oh, well, what you think so far about these two over here?
Well, both of these men did some amazing things.
We got a caller. We got a caller. Hold on. We got a caller. Who there, caller?
McClendon Neal in the house.
There you go.
Oh, McClendon Neal. You calling us from Cali or you in Texas? Where are you?
Hey, man, I'm sitting under a palm tree right now in California.
2 hour man. Boy, ladies and gentlemen, we got another one of Dallas Roosevelt finest. Olympian.
Yes,
400-meter hurdler.
Booyah.
That's on the phone, right? Boy, McClendon Neal. Boy,
Booyah.
we watched him a man of days. Boy, well, we watched these youngsters grow up.
Say, McClendon, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead with it.
Can you get any credit from Roy? Because he don't like giving nobody no credit.
Boy, Joe and Baby Cake done
Do he
check
give
in.
you any?
Baby Cake say, hello, robot.
He give me a little credit because I'm a Mustang.
Hey, McClendon, that's the only reason.
Hey, and I know you emphasize the word little.
Say, man, and then boy, McClendon, you know your boy. You know him. He means well. But if you didn't run in y'all area, it's just track season was over with. He throw Brandon 44 around like it was like Brandon running
like
54.
54.
Hey, McClendon, you know, like I know 44 is 44. We not talking about no splits. 19 something to 2 is running.
That's 11 seconds 4 times.
Thank you, McClendon. We just talking track, correct?
Right.
If you look at that, that's 11 seconds 4 times. That's a bad boy.
Back to back to back to back,
Back to back.
and then I give you a 43 split on the 4x4.
Danger.
But by looking at him like, man, that's it.
No, I was just looking at it like,
No, your boy McClendon showing much love, homage.
Oh, okay.
See,
Well,
the way I look at it like this. It took all of us to make us great, and everybody had their moments of greatness on top.
Man, that's absolutely
And
correct.
A lot of times even these colleges that claim greatness came from our towns and cities. So at this point in life, it took us all to be who we are. So every time you had your moment, I'm saying good on you. But when I had my moment, good on me. Roy had his moment, great on him.
Absolutely.
See, I tell Roy great on him because Bill was gonna be nuts. So I had to up the word.
And McClendon, it's all about them different eras, man. Man, it was awesome here in the Metroplex, man.
For a long time.
Say, if you wanted to go to state, just come to Sprague.
Come to Sprague. See, for a minute out here in Cali, I was trying to produce some things that created that era, just like we did with Prefontaine. But I don't quite have the total clout. You know, it's like you need a clout person, number one, with the name and the recognition, because if you look at the 80s and 90s, that has not been duplicated. Just because people ran faster with one team, we talking about the
Correct.
nature of the era.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Has not
Correct.
been duplicated.
Absolutely.
And just if you can bring Prefontaine and say, okay, he was great for that moment.
John Ingram
our
checked
stories
in.
would be even more
Boy,
phenomenal
Jordan,
because you
Carter
had
Finest.
a culture at that time. Track was a culture like rap. It was a thing for that era.
What,
Oh, yeah.
Hey, McClendon, what part of Cali are you in?
And Cerritos, which is like Los Angeles, but just say you Dallas and say somebody live in Red Oak.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm Los Angeles, but I live in the suburbs. It's Cerritos.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have
Yeah.
McClendon Neal, who's on the phone with us right now. Boy, Dallas, Texas, Dallas Roosevelt finest. Olympian, 400-meter hurdle, McClendon Neal.
1992.
And so 1992, and Roy would probably tell you we still the only school in probably United States that's got two Olympians on the same track team, same coach, same team. He probably told y'all that.
What? Not now. You know what, McClendon? You beat him to. I don't know how you beat him to saying that, but you beat him to that one.
Can you say that?
Yeah, we was on the same.
Can you say that?
team, Same track coach, same school, like
Ronald Williams is
went to
together.
class together. Two Olympians from the same track program at the same time.
Wait,
same era.
Neil, hold on for a second. This young man said 3. 3 what?
We've done that several times. I'm gonna
What?
say it that way. Okay, remember
And
We
McClendon,
trying to figure that.
Brandon is 10 years behind y'all.
3 Olympians that came from Greenville. Name them.
Yes, he said track. I thought it's on what's called.
You must not listening.
I thought he's talking about y'all went to school here in Dallas.
See, he not
So
paying
I
attention.
thought-
Tell you he didn't listen in school. You know what I'm saying? he did listen.
Hey,
No, same high school.
Same high school.
Yeah,
Alright,
same high
And
school.
same track team,
no,
meaning like you
Same
know,
coach.
Same coach.
I said for like I know.
Abu
Ferguson. Not me.
Dhabi.
Now, Boy, throw that in there.
It's
Throw that in there, Boy.
Abu
It's a
Dhabi.
team.
No, Boy got something for you.
Uh-oh.
I think Quincy Watson, Mike Marsh went to the same school, same coach.
Oh,
Oh,
I
it
I
could
think-
be, like I said,
I
this
could
is
be
not
wrong.
the
I
school
mean,
that,
I think they did. I could be wrong.
I told Roy, I think it's a couple other schools.
Go hard black.
yeah,
Yeah.
couple of them.
It's
It's
couple
not
of them. Go
many.
hard black and
It's
checked
not
in.
many. It's
So I
only 2 or
know-
3.
Well, who was the first then? Who was the first?
the old people like you.
Yeah.
So you gotta be first.
Oh, yeah.
That mindset.
Who was the first?
You
He
were
just
first.
said,
But hey, but no, for real. I know Angelo Taylor,
whoa.
Terrence Trammell, Dwight Phillips went to the same high school.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's facts. That's facts, McClendon.
Yeah, it's a couple, not many.
He
Not
gonna
many.
he gonna make me go
That's why
eat me
I
a
told
Big
Roy I
Mac
thought somebody in Atlanta
with a
did it,
6
but I
piece
don't know.
and some fries and
Only
a
if you could be
Dr.
the little
Pepper.
Toyota, the little orange we used to be in. What was that?
That I had a
Now, let
Toyota
me ask
Super.
y'all
Yeah,
this,
that's super.
with that-
Yeah.
Burn orange super.
Burn orange.
It's the same
Sure
track
look
team.
like Texas Cup. No, just
Yeah, that. Hey,
So
McClendon,
it look like
McClendon,
Texas
you hear
color.
Bob bringing up that burn orange super he bringing up. You can always see it. You can always see it parked at McDonald's.
bagged in.
Yeah.
Back there, right.
Bagged
Oh, I
in.
did something with that.
You see McClendon just start laughing. When my cousin Booten checked in, Nance down.
Absolutely.
Hey, real
Jordan,
quick,
you need to
y'all.
tell your dad Jelly Roll to check in, man. Ron Ingram.
Running.
What'd you say, Neil?
I was asking, was Angelo Taylor and Trammell? They was on they about the same era. They were probably
the
the same
same era.
track team at the.
Same
Were they
yeah.
the same track team?
96,
Or different-
96, 95, because that's my group.
Who's the Angelo Taylor?
Angelo Taylor.
Come
Angelo
on.
ran 400
Two-time gold
Angelo-
medalist in the
Come on, man.
400 meter.
Roy Martin.
Angelo, bad boy.
I'm just asking. I
Roy
mean,
Martin.
if McClure say he a bad boy, he a bad boy.
He a bad
Oh,
boy.
you ain't gonna take my word for it. You
Well,
gotta take
my
McClinton
bad, my bad.
I mean,
Hey, hey,
he got my folk on Mel's.
Don't shoot
2
your
on the
messenger.
mile
Don't
relay.
shoot.
No,
Don't
no, I
shoot
ain't
your
gonna shoot
messenger. I'm just
No, I ain't
asking
gonna
the
do it.
question.
Actually,
Don't
Angelo
crucify me. I'm just
Angelo
saying.
was alive
Who's
because,
Angelo Taylor?
Boy, they
You
say
know
he
what
think
I'm
he know you, boy. Well, boy, let's
saying?
talk.
Yeah, I'm
came
just.
back and won
He
that
went to
fucking
Lincoln, man.
lane one.
Yeah, if McClinton say he's a bad boy, then I'm.
But
Yeah,
you
but if
gonna take our
McClinton,
word
if
for it,
McClinton didn't say, we telling you. See, one thing about right, there's no wrong in it. So if we telling you what's right, that's what's right.
This is one thing about me. I ain't gonna tell you somebody bad if they not.
right,
I'm not
You
gonna
know, we
do
keep it true.
that. I keep it true. Because there's some boys. I'm gonna say it like this, Roy.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't want nobody to get offended.
Uh-oh.
But there's some boys that ran with you think they better than they was. Because I will say this. You had to catch a lot of people. You had to catch Ray Carter a lot of times on the mile relay. You had to catch, what's the boy for Lincoln? Rochelle. You had to catch
Rochelle.
them a lot of times on the mile relay.
And made
You had
him-
to catch them a lot of times.
And made him bust his kneecap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
boy,
you had
see,
to
but-
catch them
Ladies
a
and
lot of
gentlemen,
times.
but I don't know how to sometimes just accept
Just-
a
you
good
know,
compliment.
No,
My-
I'm just
my
saying.
apologies.
They giving you
No.
your props.
No, this is what I'm
my
telling
apologies.
you.
My
He,
apologies.
ladies and gentlemen, he just
This is what I'm
so.
telling you. Some of the guys
And Michael
that ran
Cannon,
with you,
blood clot.
they think they was the man, but I
Marlon
keep
Cannon had to sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but listen, now, but I'm not gonna let you just do Marlon like that because
Marlon three
he
times
he only
state
run
champion,
state
too.
3 times in the road in 400.
Yeah. But his mama told him at the bank when we was at the bank. His mama told him, Marlon, sit down and leave that man alone. You weren't gonna never beat that boy. Leave that man alone.
There's
mama said that.
some mama should have swallowed their babies. The ones that's out there,
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
that's out there committing all these crimes. So talking about his mama said, I'm again Marlon County 3 times state champion.
I would did him the same way I did his brother. Big brother, I would did little
Mike-
brother the same way.
Roy Martin.
Martin, to me, Martin was a little bit superior to
Mike.
that older
Now,
Camden. Yeah.
Marlon did.
What I
No,
will
he
say
did break
about
down
Marlon-
last.
Nobody in
Roy. He
did
nobody
break down
in
Les Crenshaw.
Texas history got a 3 state records in a row.
I do.
I'm talking
What
about
I
that
will
400.
say about
Oh,
Martin
yeah.
Roy
Oh, you
is
talking about
this.
400.
Danny
Talking about
McCray.
400.
Danny McCray got 3.
What event for the two?
Got three.
What event for the 400
What he been what?
before the 400?
The 2.
Well, God.
No,
I will
Fly.
say
Danny
this
McCray
about
got 3.
Marlon
Remember?
Cannon.
Danny McCray, yeah.
Yeah, he got 3 in the
Danny
Marlon.
McCray.
Yeah,
I think,
Danny McCray.
From
Old Westbury coach
from
has
Pittsburgh.
Brown Kamani.
From-
Now,
and
now,
Brazil.
Colleen.
Yeah.
Huh?
Khalid.
No, I was
He
thinking
won
about,
3 in a row.
And what?
Dan
400
McCray,
meters.
400.
Olympians.
And what?
400.
400. So y'all talking about 400 meters? I mean,
Right.
that's
Oh,
not
yeah.
my. That's not my.
Okay,
thing.
okay. Hey, McClendon, you still with us, right?
Okay, Roy.
But I-
Let me
but
tell
I
you
will
this.
Okay,
say
watch
about
this here.
Marlon is this.
What about to do that
Well,
run the mile run? You ain't complaining about him.
I don't know who.
That's
I
my
mean,
point. So, it's called. That's my point. It's a motherfucking run too. Boy, listen. He be about to fart, y'all. Over here.
If it ain't about the 100, the 200, the 4x1, the 4x4, anything else other than that, it didn't have my interest. It didn't interest my mind because my
But
those
y'all
were my
wasn't like
events.
boy said. Y'all wasn't always out front on the 4x1
Well, I'm not,
4x4
or 4x4. I'm saying it for a reason. Let you know you're a bad
Until
boy.
you got the stick.
well, it ain't about me. It's about team. It's,
Yeah.
it's, it was
Yeah.
it's a teamwork. But let me ask y'all this: how many
hey, let
times
me
you
tell
think
y'all the
Roosevelt
secret
done
of-
lost?
What you say?
Uh,
What you say, Neil?
Let me tell y'all the secret. Now, Roy did oftentimes tell the guys, depending on certain meets, to lay low to leave him somebody.
Man,
He
I
would
wish he would have told me
sometimes.
something like that. I would have. Bot wouldn't even been on the
Man,
squad, man.
I tell you this here.
Don't run.
He
Don't-
can't. He couldn't have told me to lay low.
No,
so he could
man.
say,
Like,
no, I'm not doing it for you, Roy.
No.
Cause I'm finna put my
No,
juice
no,
down
not
too.
like that. Lay
I
low
hate it
meaning
for you,
like
but
If
tell-
you ran,
tell
if
the
you
team-
ran for, let me put the Robert Russo order. If you ran for Texarkana High, if you ran for Carter High
Okay,
School,
we talking about Roddy
if
Haley
you-
or Jimmy French? Which one?
I'm talking about Roddy Haley.
Okay.
And
May he rest in peace now,
yeah,
y'all listen to
God bless his soul.
Yes.
But
Bad boy.
yeah, hands
Jimmy
down,
French, bad boy.
hands
Bad
down.
boy.
But again,
No, he don't
Robert Russo order. If you from Texas High, we were designed to let you guys come in Mesquite at Hamby Stadium. We're gonna let you win at regionals in Mesquite. We're
Robin
gonna
Robin
take
checked in.
second place. Then we get to state, we're gonna put 30 meters on you.
Robin, I was just
Now,
telling the
correct
truth
me
about
if I'm
some
wrong. Now, if you went to
of these
South
kids
Oak
cutting
Cliff,
up bad.
there was no way after 1982 when South Oak Cliff did us the way they did us, and I told South Oak Cliff, you'll never beat me again. You'll never beat us again, and I made true to that promise. Now, Carter High School,
Had some bad boys.
they had some bad boys, but I had to show them who was the man around here.
That's what I just
and
told you.
let me tell you this.
That's what I
Lincoln
just
High,
told you.
Lincoln High School.
They
now,
was
Them
always
bad boys.
let me
They,
tell
they
y'all
were being
this.
the leader till you
And
got
Bobby,
y'all-
sick.
and
let
Bobby
me- let me-
Johnson, matter of
let-
fact, your boy James Glenn give Bobby Johnson the utmost
Well,
respect.
well, hold on. That's James Glenn. That's Turbo. We talking about robot. Turbo robot. Turbo robot. Now,
right, I ain't never
Lincoln.
seen you run a
now,
relay by yourself.
I'm gonna say this. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying what I'm saying this here. Lincoln now.
Okay,
It's gonna get personal with Lincoln
let's get personal.
because that's where I got my break. When your man Darrell Allen,
Okay,
Lincoln at John Tyler Relays.
Okay.
And Coach James said, if you go get that boy, I went and got that boy from 250 meters down and put 30 more on
okay,
it. And he
okay.
took me to McDonald's and it was on and popping there.
Roy Martin did that. Now
Absolutely.
what? It didn't make him listen,
Absolutely. And then came back the week again
We
and
helped
did it
make
again.
you.
And did it again. And again and again.
Ain't that what I just
so
said?
Lincoln,
They would always be in front of
Lincoln.
y'all until you got
Lincoln.
the stick.
Different era.
Ain't that what I just said?
no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm just
Hey,
saying.
hey, Bartlett,
What you gonna say?
Bartlett Poe. I know you
we
watching the
just
show
stood
because I
up.
see him
We
watching
just
it.
stood up and
Cause we
showed
talking
out
errors.
when it was against Lincoln.
If it okay, since you want to bring Lincoln, I'm gonna leave Pounce and them out of it right now because y'all wouldn't have never beat them,
Oh, we would have whooped them.
man.
If we broke,
If
we
a
broke-
monkey could climb
we-
a tree,
we broke their record.
I said y'all wouldn't have
We
never.
shattered their record.
Y'all wouldn't have never beat them. Different. Y'all wouldn't even beat us, but
You do the time. Do the time. Do the
you
math.
know what?
It's a
we
mathematicians
talking
on
about
the
some
phone
stuff-
right now
we
talking
talking
to
about
you
some
right
stuff
now.
that'll
Do the
never
math.
happen.
Well-
we would have beat y'all. We would have
Myself-
We shot at y'all record.
Tony Henry, Michael Blaylock, Gerald Smith. Y'all would have been looking for.
Who would have been running that?
Y'all would have been getting.
I'm just
who'da-
curious.
Yeah, you might have been a good place to
I'm
get some
just
chicken
curious.
from. He
I'm
said who?
just curious. Who'd have been running ankle leg?
I don't know. It didn't matter. We didn't care who got second and third.
I better suck them up.
Man, you know what? But
There
I'm
was
so
no-
glad.
there was
I'm
no
so
way.
glad Bob ran the era that he ran in, and I got the chance to watch it. I just told him something that they would have never. I said earlier in the show, we're gonna say some stuff that is not gonna ever happen anyway. Y'all would have never got first with us. Ooh, what?
Sometimes the old school be thinking like that. Like they be saying Oscar Robertson would have played with Jordan. Y'all be delusional sometimes when you old.
Well, I did something.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, but Clinton Neal.
First off.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Brandon, I see what
Sometimes
you're
you
feeling
young
like.
guys be delusional too. Cause y'all act
Wait
like
a
y'all
minute.
wait a minute. Y'all
Hey.
act like y'all the only one could run. You very mistaken if you think
McClendon
that
Neal.
y'all the only one can run. You better go ask Blender Bo Johnson.
Listen,
'Cause
boy.
Go ask him.
No,
Listen.
we're not saying y'all couldn't.
Wait a
run
minute.
down
Gene
there.
and Joe
no.
went to the Olympic
Hey,
trials. They
hey,
sophomore year in high school.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that when you got
Back
beat, you
that
let
up again
somebody beat you. I don't believe
Gene
that.
and Joe
I
Pounce.
don't believe that.
I got an article saying I was the first one in high school went to the Olympic trials. And,
They lying to you
I
if you
got-
saying you the
well,
first one.
I ain't never heard that
I
name
said-
said, and I'm not gonna take that from. I'm
Do
not
your
gonna take that
research.
from them. I'm not gonna take anything.
Do your
from them.
research.
Now, them Gene and Joe Pouncer, them was the boys, and we was the man that's chasing their record when we broke their record and shattered their record.
Records are meant to be broken.
Absolutely. So
Absolutely.
if records must have been meant to be broken, what you
Now
if
back
you
to
do the
era.
era
Hey,
from
wait,
era to
wait,
era,
hold it, ladies and
y'all
gentlemen.
would have
Wait,
had a
ladies and
chance.
gentlemen.
Y'all probably would have finished third or fourth.
No,
Y'all
no,
would have had a
now,
chance.
you might have been running with probably in them. You might have beat probably in them, not us. Yeah, probably in them. You would need some more help, but
I wish I could say something about this high school one, but
Now,
well, I know y'all done had Brandon.
say
You
that,
safe
why
over
they
there. Don't do that.
What'd
You
you
was a bad boy. You need to hear
What'd you
two
say,
more
Dick?
hearings and one more you.
Yeah. It's out your league. It's out your league.
Yeah.
It's out your league.
I
Yeah, it's out
talked
your
about
league.
one high school.
What'd you say, McClendon?
Oh, this is good. Say, Ty Wesley, you need to call in, Ty. Ty, because he just so disrespectful over here. Ty, you need to call in. McClendon, I need Ty Wesley. Please call in.
Hey man, y'all gave me plenty of time. God bless you. Thank you.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, love you, man.
Eric, Tony
All
McCall,
right,
yes, sir.
peace.
He don't. Bot don't know. He wasn't even born then. He don't know. I know. That's what they talking about.
Well,
Lincoln
see, this
song.
is the first thing. You can't even.
Ty Wesley, 469-708-8255. 8609. Please
you
call
really
in.
can't compare errors.
469.
Is that Ty Wilson from South Oak Cliff?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
you
sir.
really can't compare errors.
No, you
because-
cannot.
Yes, you
But-
can.
No, you
you can't.
cannot, Bot.
Why not?
Bot, you
Okay,
cannot.
just like he brought up basketball. Because half of the stuff that Steph Curry do back in the day would be carried. He wouldn't even get the ball to half court because he carrying the ball. When you put your hand
He used to
on
put
the side of the
that
ball.
was carrying it back in the
when
gap.
when you put your hand on the side of the ball, that is carrying back in the day.
All right,
And it's still carrying
well,
now.
let me ask you a question then, since you said we can't compare.
But we broke.
What do you?
Oh, Ty, you need to call in, though, Ty.
So what do you think? What
Ty,
was
listen,
the best era
hey,
in
Jesse
track and
Owens
field?
didn't even have blocks. He had to dig 2 holes in the ground. So you can't compare Jesse Owens to you.
Ty
He had
say,
to-
I'm
we
not-
broke Bot
Yeah.
broke out every year. Read for yourself.
Excuse me.
Read for yourself at the bottom.
Excuse me.
No, you excuse. Go to the restroom and come back.
But we broke out. What year he talking about?
Ask Ty.
He must be talking about after '85 because '80.
Oh, but now you want to change to go to errors now.
Yeah, I'm like you now. What,
You can't compare errors.
That's a technical
That's all
clause
I'm
in there. You know,
saying.
that's
You wanna go to
that's a
errors.
loophole. My law degree, that's a loophole. That's an
I
angle.
understand.
You know- you know
But see,
what I'm saying?
that let me know
Well,
your vitals are really good now because when in doubt.
South Oak Cliff. Let me say this. Let me say it to Ty, and out of due respect, Rue. Out of
Ty,
due-
469-708-8609.
due respect.
Call
Now,
in, Ty.
if Ty Wrestling was running, Ty Wrestling, what's the other boy name? What's his name that was supposed to be real good? What's his name?
It been
Hit me out. Hit me out.
Which
On
one?
Marlon County.
Who?
Oh, what? Who?
Canada?
Somebody
With
South?
South Oak Cliff, yeah. Who? What's his name? Start with an R or something.
What are?
What's his name?
On the-
Yeah, he ran to 100. It's on.
Ty, give me your folks. Give me.
Oh, you talking about the long jumper?
Byron.
Nah.
I ain't talking about him.
Nah, he-
I ain't talking about my. What's the other little kid that came? He was running around the same era with
You
Byron
talking about
Johnson.
Don Jones?
I ain't talking about that cat.
What?
nigga. I ain't talking about him. It was the other guy from South Oak Cliff. He was running
Wait a
around.
minute, but how you gonna just? How you? I ain't gonna let you just walk all over dog like that. Baby Cake say you need to watch your mouth. Baby Cake say you need to watch your mouth.
I'm just saying what's real. I mean, South Oak Cliff had the talent, but they didn't have no talent to deal with us. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't. I mean, now football they
What
did,
rock you? Wait a minute. Whoa.
did a little bit, you know, but when it came to track, nah. I mean, come on, you know y'all South Oak Cliff couldn't touch us with a 10-foot pole.
Robin say Roy Martin. You know, somebody just say Roy Martin. That mean calm down.
Right. I'm just being real.
You know, when your mom would call you by your whole name, you know you're in trouble.
I know. Now I need to.
Robin, appreciate that. He needed to
Yeah.
calm down about it.
But no, everything.
Hey,
everything
y'all, we
is
having
all-
fun. Nobody.
Yeah, everything is all fun.
This is
Everything
all
is
fun,
intended.
y'all.
Yeah, everything is all fun. This what
Yeah.
this what we
But
do.
I think
for.
some of this stuff, like McClendon Neal said, y'all can become illusional.
No.
Yes, you can.
No, we got Wikipedia. Are y'all in Wikipedia?
See what I'm talking about? He needs somebody to verify it.
I'm just saying. Are y'all in Wikipedia?
Yeah.
What archives y'all in?
See what I'm saying?
I'm just asking for a friend.
Going back to era, we didn't have the technology had that they got today. Back in the day, we had the projectors.
But see, this whole thing. Everything
Excuses.
is
Like these
everything
cameras
is-
set up in there now.
Hold on.
We didn't have all
Excuses.
this.
Everything is not in Wikipedia.
Okay, well,
You
what
find
about
me
the
something
encyclopedia?
Madison did in 1966. Find
We
it.
got a caller.
Find it.
We got a caller.
Because they was in the preview league.
What we
and
call
when
it?
they joined together, the UIL didn't take
We got a
the stuff
caller.
from the
Who we have
preview
caller?
league. So it's not in Wikipedia.
He West.
Ty Wesley. Boy,
What's the deal?
listen.
What up, Q?
I just read what
What's
you
up, doggy?
said, but
What's up, doggy?
I just, being that person back in the gap, I understand, but we get a love and respect for everybody that come through here, been through here, still doing it. But I can't let nobody just be disrespectful, man. Like y'all was over soccer, like what? Doing nothing?
Hey, you got to go by eras. Botany ran
By
their
errors.
Botany ran the era. Then everybody had an era to look up to.
Absolutely. You 1,000% correct.
But I'm tell about it this: every district record they said we broke them every year.
What did he say?
Oh, yeah, like you stutter now,
Oh,
Ty.
you can't hear it now.
You can't hear
You
now.
can't hear it now,
I ain't
Ty.
have my hearing aid in. What did he say?
Bought my dog, love about to death. Don't
He
get me
said
wrong.
every
They-
district
they-
record
they
y'all
was running.
said, they broke it. Every district record y'all said. That's what he said.
I ain't never heard that.
You heard it now.
Yeah.
Well, you're in it now.
Yeah, you can look that
Wikipedia.
up. You
Like
can
you
look
say, Wikipedia. Wikipedia.
I ain't
Yeah.
never-
Now, hey, Ty,
hey, look
Ty,
it up,
In
Ty.
a minute, Bot gonna think everybody trying to jump on Bot. No.
No,
No,
you can-
You the truth.
I haven't heard.
Say, hey,
nobody-
Bot, he
nobody-
made Brandon 44 okay, it's just 44. That's open. We ain't talking about no
you can't
splits.
take nothing- Hey, that's one thing you can't do. You can't take nothing from Bob what he did.
No, by no means.
But
Yeah,
you
you-
can-
but-
hey, but you can't take nothing for what you did. You can't
There you
take
go.
nothing for what
Right.
brother
That-
did.
That's why you have to go by error.
By
Exactly.
errors. That's
By
and guess
error.
what? By error, it's just been awesome, man.
And believe it or not, Dallas run every era. Now, you can say
60s,
that. And
70s,
Dallas-
80s.
That's just, as a whole.
90s.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
As a whole,
I
and
agree.
even them boys over at Carter was the truth.
But keep in mind though, everything I'm saying, all that, we just like to have fun.
Oh, yeah.
shoot-
Oh, yeah, yeah,
shucking
yeah,
and
yeah,
driving.
yeah.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
take this. Don't take this nothing
man.
personal.
Oh, you about to
Stop
know
that.
Oh no, this is fun.
Stop
Man.
that. No, man.
But
What
you-
I'm loving about
But you
Brandon,
know y'all weren't gonna win though.
Huh.
But you know y'all weren't gonna win though.
That's what you say.
You
But-
know y'all weren't gonna win though.
but there was some errors. We talking about errors. We would be too far gone. Ketchup good for fish, chicken, French fry. You wouldn't have caught up.
Let me ask you a question. Since
Nah,
you said
nah.
error.
Error.
Now you say Lincoln had the record in the 4x4. If I'm not mistaken, I thought California and Berkeley had it because
Nah,
we broke
we
it.
said-
We broke it, and then California Hawthorne
I didn't say they
came
damn
in
didn't
and
get
shut-
broken. We talking about when they was running. In the
They
era,
broke
Bot.
it the same day y'all did.
But in the era.
They set the Nationals record the same day
Bot,
y'all set the state
era.
record.
You don't need to remind me that. I know that. I
Oh,
live
I
that
know
to
you
this
Say,
day.
Ty,
You don't
I know this your frat
Hey,
brother,
hey,
but
hey,
he kind of slow.
Now, hey, I'm gonna tell you like you. Hey, this off just far. Don't take it.
Yeah, I don't need no about
Don't-
that. No, that ain't fun. That ain't funny no more. No, that ain't funny no more.
But
That ain't funny.
you learning some
What's
stuff
that?
tonight, and I could say it's all fun.
Yeah, but that
But
ain't funny right
Link-
there.
What?
What did they ran 307? Y'all ran 309?
That ain't funny.
Don't take it personal.
That
You
ain't
see
funny.
Wikipedia.
That ain't funny.
Hey, we got plenty of money that day though.
Oh, hey,
Well,
yeah,
I think,
yeah.
I think we broke bread with you too.
Yeah, but that ain't
Well,
funny.
I tell you what, when them standing up there bidding, you better bid on
Oh.
Dallas. I don't care
Boy,
what
you-
say,
you-
better bid on Dallas.
Say, listen,
And I told
and
Roy
that-
this before we started. Man, we've been fooling Roy since he was 14, 15 years old.
and
he
Ty.
better not try to act like he getting personal.
Ty,
But you
that's
have
what
to
that's
remind
what
me of
we've
that
been
one-
missing.
That one
That's what
loss.
we've been,
Uh-uh.
and that was girls and boys, Ty.
Yep, girls and boys.
Houston couldn't
Girls
wait to
and
see us, and
boys.
we couldn't wait to see them.
But what I used to love about Dallas track, you go to Texas Southern, you go anywhere out of state, Dallas gonna stick together. I don't
Oh,
care
yeah.
what-
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree. I agree
Yeah.
150%.
I don't think no other city did that.
Yeah, but let's
No.
let's not have that conversation no more about 1985 though. What I do respect.
We'll talk about 1985. We just won't talk about the Texas Relay Mile Relay.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
won't talk about
Out
that.
of respect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was a baby then, boy. I was at Harry Stone.
See, but hey, Ty, see what I'm talking about? Errors though. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
see,
But you know what? You
Errors.
know your errors in Dallas though.
about
Oh,
errors.
yeah. Dallas had a 30-year, 40-year era that was pretty much
Yeah.
untouchable.
Say, I said
Yeah.
earlier, if you wanted to go to state, come to Sprague.
That's what Longview
Coach Curtis
said.
Jones from Longview, they had 10 track meets. He said only reason he don't come to all 10 track meets because they had their own Lobo relays. Other than that, he coming
Yep.
to Dallas.
Yeah,
My boy, Aaron that was over at Marsh.
Yeah, that was John Tyler. Wasn't it? No, John
No,
Tyler
that-
relay. John Tyler relay.
No,
And
Lobo,
Yeah.
Longview,
that's Longview.
Longview.
Yeah.
That's the only time he didn't come to Dallas. But you know what he would do? He would invite us.
Well, all I do respect though.
Yeah.
Let's continue this track talk, but let's just keep at the era out of 1985.
Well, you done brought up 1985 4 times. We had moved on.
Out of due respect, let's just keep that era out. Just that one particular.
Wait a minute, 1985, that's when you set the national record, man. Ran 10,
Yeah,
10-1-8.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
He didn't say Henry Thomas or nothing.
You know I ran 10-15 my first 100, right?
Uh-oh.
I only ran 200. Well,
You hear Brad? I mean, Ty,
He only ran 3. He only ran
run the
3.
count.
Yeah, I only ran 3.
What did he say?
Hey, so what? Look, so I ran 2, you ran 3.
And you wouldn't have beat me neither. Out of the 3 times I
I
ran.
would have beat you.
You wouldn't beat me.
I would have beat you.
Did nobody beat
Where
me in the
you
state
run?
of Texas? They even
That
brought
Brandon
somebody-
Count 400 and that
They brought
44
somebody in from
quarter,
California
19
that
200
didn't beat me.
from Greenwood. They went to
I'm
Baylor.
letting you know,
Brandon Count.
We're not talking,
Oh, okay,
we're talking about high school.
right. For him.
Once you,
Yes,
once you
sir.
step up,
I haven't lost a
Yeah.
100-meter race. I had
I
never
ain't
lost a
lose.
100-meter
Well, I'll
race
take that
nor
back. I
a
did lose
200-meter
that
race to nobody in the state of Texas.
I did lose that race. Dang.
You know what I'm saying?
We got every one
Ty,
of them, Ron.
sometimes you can't do
We
but
got
laugh.
every one of them.
Right.
Yeah, we
Cause
know you.
when y'all came to the boy, y'all had y'all own broom
But
and
he gonna
vacuum
slip
cleaner
slide his
cleaning up.
up. I
Bro.
ran a 10-15.
I just want to let you know. I got.
That's your 400-meter guy, though.
Yeah, I gotta let you know these things.
But I'm on 997 level back then.
But
though.
Bob, that's
10-15. Would they get you 5th place? 4th place?
I got second that day.
Yeah, that'll get
I
you
got
what?
caught at the tape. It was my first one. I ran like I was running 40.
Did you hear what Ty said?
What's that?
What?
There we go back to them errors. That's errors. Correct. You can't dismiss the errors.
Well, when they do,
Well, I'm gonna let y'all continue to listen, y'all.
Yeah, all
y'all
right,
got this
Ty.
conversation.
So
All
we can
right.
Appreciate that.
Hey,
all right,
I'm
Q,
trying to
Rue.
talk about
All right,
Sha'Carri Richardson. I'm trying to get that in, but it don't look like I'm getting
well,
it.
go ahead. Yeah,
Let's go
yeah,
with let's go with that.
That's much sweet and pleasant.
Oh yeah, that's hey.
Yeah, get off
she,
85.
What's the
I'm
little
gonna
girl?
say this about her. She's very fast, but it's gonna be hard for her to dominate the 100 with the start she has.
Well, I think me personally, I think that she's working on that part of her race is the
Yeah.
start,
Yeah,
and
that's the difference.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
right. And
Absolutely.
once she get that down, I think she's going to be untouchable.
Nina Taylor done checked in. Boy, Nina,
You know,
hey, my
and,
condolences still about your
Then,
dad.
a whole lot of this time, the start is reaction time. It's really hard to get a better reaction time. I mean, you can work, and now on certain days, like she did in the finals of the World Game,
Mhm.
because I had told a couple of people, I told Ray Edwards on the other show, I say, if she's close enough, she's going to run them down because she got more leg speed than they do.
Mhm.
But if she's not close enough, she's not going to catch them every time. So,
Right. See, the start here is it's a non-thinking start. See, when people mess up on their start because they get in the blocks, they start thinking.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I need to do this. I need to set up.
But let's see if you agree with this. And to me, the hardest race in track and field to me is the 400 hurdles.
I agree with that.
It's the 400 hurdles.
I've always thought that
The
because
400.
Because like I say, I jumped in there and ran just
Right.
one time just to do
Yeah.
it.
Okay,
I
and then-
agree with you with that.
And then the 100 to me is the only race that you can win. You can lose at any given day if you don't. It just is. It's not enough time.
Every race is you can lose at any given time.
No, but listen, where I'm going with this, bot.
Mm-hmm.
That 100 is so straight reaction right now. It's just right now.
Right.
Other races, you got time that you can execute different whatever you've been training, how you've been training.
You got a little time to make up.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But that 100, you can be the best in the world and lose a race.
Well, see,
100.
the 100 meters, man. The reason why everybody focus on the 100 meters, 100 meters is the most glamorous sport. You know, to be that fast, the world fastest, that fastest in the
What
100.
they say, but I beg to differ about that because that's what they use.
I
But they
think the
got
200 is better
the
than
guy that
200.
runs the 200, the guy that runs I ain't lady that runs the hurdles, that runs whatever event they in, that runs the 800, that runs the mile. Okay, like they say, well, he's the fastest in our school. Well, I'm the type of ask you, so he run
How
all.
far?
I say he run all the races in track in y'all school.
Mhm.
No, he run the 100. So about the 800, he don't. Well, he ain't the fastest. He may be the fastest in your school running the 100, but don't say he the fastest in track in y'all school because all the other events got titles too. And that's all I'm saying. Just like they say in football, the skill guys, your receivers, your DBs, your running back.
Mhm.
Well, you telling me a lineman ain't a skill guy? You telling me a linebacker not a skill guy? You got
Right, exactly.
if you start and you skilled. I remember was it in 2010, they had the first 8 picks was linemen, first round. They were millionaires. They're not skilled. And they got to watch their verbiage, what they saying, man. Now what you just said, that's the glamour race.
Yeah,
It's like
glamour race.
I go back to
Yes.
every kid come out. I want to run 100.
Mm-hmm. Everybody want to be a sprinter.
Yeah, but
everybody wanna be a sprinter.
listen,
Everybody wanna run 100.
You 260 6 to 8 pounds. I won at the field day. You hear what I'm saying, though?
Right.
And that's why a lot of parents today, I said it, they take their kids' picture before the race start. See, on your mark, get set ain't the problem when they good.
I already got them a medal already.
You know,
that's
no,
what-
that's they
already
take the
got
picture,
them-
shoot them
that's
back to their
what's-
job. Man,
Right.
listen.
That's what summer track now is just a bunch of glorified babysitters.
Ooh.
Because you know, you got 50, 60 track teams around Dallas. Every last one of them got 50 to 100 and some kids.
Mhm.
And then they get to run in 3 or 4 track meets, and then they have to qualify. Now they're all going home.
Well, see, my experience when I started the Robots of Cedar Hill back in 2005, I didn't want a big club. I only
Yeah.
had 25 kids, and I knew all my kids by first name basis. First name.
Sound like
I
athletic
know when they had a
gymnastics,
headache, when they weren't feeling good, and went up to their school and talked to their teacher if they doing bad in class. You cannot know all your kids on a first name basis if you got 200 or 300
Exactly. That's what I'm talking
kids on your team.
And they're not
There's no
gonna
way they can get
succeed.
an adequate
about. They're
training.
not gonna succeed.
Right.
No, Ronan done checked in. He's at dance floor one. He might be doing like you doing dance floor wife checking, but I think that's Flo checking in on his wife
Oh,
page. Yeah, but this here's the deal, man. You spoke on summer track. I still think I see some good stuff. I do see some good stuff, but when I see, just say a kid track team got just say 150 plus, and you go to watch a workout and everybody doing the same workout, somebody not getting developed. Because all of us can't
All of
be.
them can't run the same
You
event.
got what I'm saying?
Right. Somebody's
And
not
then
getting
you look
attention.
at everybody working on the stick. No.
It's too crowded. It's a cluster out there.
Yeah.
So that
Right.
that tells me, okay, they clocking dollars over here.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
let's see how many kids we can get over here, and then we gonna we'll put you in maybe 3 events. I mean, 3 track meets, not 3 events. 3 track meets, and then when them 3 over, you over then.
Because you got to
then-
qualify after that.
But I'm just
And then
saying, but
once
when
you
they're
start
not
to
being
qualify,
developed, man.
You don't qualify. You to pay
That's-
$400. It take $10 to enter a track meet. That's $30. They give you a $40 uniform.
And $5 to get in.
Yeah, so
They
by
done
the,
fight to get in.
after 3 track meets, they done invested probably $70 in you.
Yeah, it's
and
a-
then the
it's a-
rest of
it's
the
a
money,
business.
where does it go?
Yeah, it's a business.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a business.
I mean, so when I was brought up in summer track, my first experience running summer track with the Dallas Track Club, Jesse Shanks, and that was, you know, a experience for me that I never could just really just say, but I can say that really introduced me to other kids in the United States of America running in different states.
Oh, yeah.
And
Exposure.
When exposure, correct. And when we got our head beat, the Dallas Track Club, we got our head beat by Durham, North Carolina Stratas. And I told Lee
Yeah,
McCray
but
back then,
that was one time and only.
oh yeah, one time and only.
That was one and only.
That'll be
That
the
one
first
and
and the
only.
last time you
That
ever beat
one
me.
only.
And I took after that.
Dance floor.
I took summer track so serious. I couldn't wait to summer track.
It's like with Open Moore and then when they came down, you don't give a one shot at
Right,
us.
right. You don't get but one shot. When them
Even when
boys-
Fort Worth, what was that? Fort Worth Wildcats at that time?
Mhm.
Yeah, they were doing their thing.
Yeah, they're doing their thing, right?
Yeah.
And summer track. I mean, you got coaches. Now, I'm not saying every track coach, every
No.
track club, but you do have some clubs, some coaches that do it for the sport and do it for the heart.
It's
of
a
it.
love. But
It's
I
a love
will
for
tell
it.
you this too. I can also see the ones that really have put work into their kids
Mhm.
because you look at them running summer track, rolling, and they get to their school.
Mhm.
You're like, this the same. What happened?
Right.
Because the coach not putting in there. You know, I don't know.
Mhm.
Too many coaches. Y'all know I speak on the coaches, man. Got that "do you see me now" syndrome versus now look at my product. That's why I always say
I'm gonna sign
people
off
want to
about
shine.
2 minutes later for my better go there.
but they don't want the polish.
There you go. Pay the price to be the best.
They don't want the polish. They want the time. My kid Cole on paper. Did you see his or her split? Case in point, true story. Lady would tell me about her son's split. Had the fastest split on the 4x1. He did, but he was running 8 because they was on international. He was running 80 meters. Second leg ran 120. She talking about, well, this chancellor, he ran 120. Your kid ran 80. He's supposed to have been rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's knowing track though. But
Right.
now,
Exactly.
he
I've
ran
noticed
80.
that a lot. Like, let's say now, which you look up and you see the clubs and everything, and there are a lot of coaches that they say it's about the kids, but it's about them. And that's the ones I look at, and it's kind of like for me, I look at they say these kids. Like I do like seeing the improvement of the kids.
Absolutely.
Because we want them to get run the time where they can earn scholarships. That's all I care about.
Yes.
Scholarships. So I look at
Right.
them and that kind of stuff. At the same time, when a coach is making it about them, it takes away from it because now you're worried about that kid. Are they gonna go to school and be able to run? We see
Right.
the kids go, they
And that's-
run the times, they go to school, and all of a sudden they out the door.
And that's the piggyback. And I don't want to step on any toes, but that's the piggyback.
Man,
when
step
you say
on the toe, step on your leg.
That the coaches, making it about them. It's just like the incident at Lancaster with that football player. It's about the kids. It's not about you grown. It's about the kids.
I put track and field, my personal opinion, as being the second hardest sport you can be in next to boxing.
Ooh.
I'm talking about them that's actually.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about
Absolutely.
on a track team. I'm talking about serious
Training,
about your track
right.
and training.
Exactly. Absolutely. I
'Cause
agree.
Even if you're on a relay, you still got to run your individual part.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, just like now, I feel I'm talking football now. The transfer portal. I've been saying it. And I see what somebody sent me on that prime speaking on it now. If you're a high school senior, if you're just not cold, you're gonna be in trouble because when they can go get college coaches lose their job after 2 years.
Mm.
If you are not, when I can get me a 21, 22, maybe 23-year-old versus a 17, 18-year-old, they're going to get that. If they bringing some kids coming in from JUCO,
Mm-hmm.
young men ain't kids, they're not bringing them into some of the bench.
Right. Exactly.
They coming in to play.
Yeah, you have to be top
They
level
come in to
now.
play.
Else they
So
gonna get-
with that being said, though, who's winning that? D2 schools, D3s, and JUCOs. Now, Barton County been one all by themselves that was cold. Blend. But I'm saying you got to, now those schools, young man, go to that school, that D2, what you going to play, or that JUCO, where you can transfer. Then you can put yourself in the portal the next year or next 2 years. Because it's hard on a high school senior now. And what gets me, these people talking about, okay, they got some kids that are going to be seniors in 27. We still in 23. Saying they got, see, that's what I'm feeling. Talking about he got 12 offers, he got 16 offers. Show me something with a letterhead in a school name and where it signs saying we offering him.
They can't offer you nothing to your
Junior year. But listen,
So-
y'all know I'm not lying. I'm just
Right.
telling you, they got all these offers. Okay, by the time that kid get there, if he's a 27 senior, we haven't even seen 24 yet. Them coaches not gonna even be there when if he's blessed to get there. It's gonna be a whole new coaching staff.
And,
Remember when they
and they
started
don't
doing
give
them
you
kids?
and they don't give you offers. They just send you a letter of interest.
It's like, okay, since you said that, that's like getting you every school, college they send out those brochures coming out school to all the high school and to your counselor and some of these people. LSU done offer my kid. That's
No.
just a brochure saying
that's just a-
come to our school.
Yeah, it's advertising.
Now,
That's it.
but
Oh, yeah.
y'all,
Because see, college coaches though they cannot
Pastor
talk
Orlando
to you
Williams
after your
checked in.
junior year. There's no way.
It's no way,
it's
man.
illegal.
It
yeah.
has not changed.
But let me ask you this here.
So yeah, we are also, man. We got to start wrapping this up.
Yeah, we got 6 minutes. Let me ask you this. With the NIL now, NIH, you say error. I think that SMU took a real big penalty
Oh,
for
yeah.
the NIH.
When they the death penalty when they got
Right.
it hurt them. It
Yeah,
hurt.
and now it's legal. Now,
Oh, yeah.
Ain't that something?
ain't that something? I mean, it's
Isn't that something?
I think
Right.
SMU,
And then I'm gonna tell you something. They need
if you
for the life.
if you sign
they
a
need Bill
football
Track back,
scholarship, I think you get 36 or 38 racks off the top. One of those two.
Say, man, listen.
36 or 30.
I was just looking the other day.
Right.
They were showing Prime Son, the
And a
quarterback.
Maybach
And,
Mercedes
already,
Benz.
Yeah.
I'm done. You understand what I'm
I'll
saying?
take my glasses off.
Yeah. And we're not hating. We just saying.
Well, right now he's scheduled to make $4.1 million this year, and he's not through making deals yet.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, $4.1 million.
Yes.
Shador.
Shador.
And he's gonna get
We ain't turned pro yet.
Yeah, he $4.1 million this year.
Can we get reparation? Can we get back pay?
I know her.
Well, I got him now.
Can we-
Hey. Yeah, what is in this era?
Hey, it's an arrow. It's a different arrow.
That what is in this
Oh,
era?
yeah. And they say he gonna get a new watch deal because every time he score a touchdown or something, he flash a watch. You know, he hold his hand.
Listen.
So they say now watch
Keep talking,
companies.
Bo,
Now watch companies are going to
in this era.
Yeah. So right now he's at 4.1 million this year, and they said it's probably gonna go up to about 7 or 8 just for this year.
In this era. Last word here, Brandon.
Oh, I was gonna mention, like you said, about the NIL or whatnot, and we see how, let's say the Reese young lady from LSU.
Reese?
She's like
Reese?
1 point, I think it was 1.2 million, and then she's gonna stop playing because your NIL is supposed to end when you stop playing
Correct.
college ball, and she's gonna go play for a team, and her salary is gonna be what?
Less.
That right there.
That's why she said she gonna come back her senior year.
Yes.
Because because she's making more than WNBA players right now.
Right now.
She ain't no hurry to go
right
to the league.
Right now.
Right.
What the
Bye. Era.
Yeah.
Is that in Wikipedia?
Hey.
Bye. Last words.
Hey man, it's been weird, man. Enjoyed you guys, man. Working
Gotta
on my
have Brandon back
autobiography.
too, man, because you can talk about what you are actually doing today, man. That's
Yes, I'm working on finishing my autobiography, the Roy Robot Martin story. We have right now we're in a selection of unseen photos that have never been seen, and after the unseen photos, we on to the print shop. We on edited and the book will be ready. Just getting things back in order, just staying focused and giving my time to God and not listening and entertaining anything negative from anybody. And staying in my own lane, staying out of everybody's way.
And learning.
Absolutely. And I done won some and I lost some.
But now, here's the deal. You're not going to always win. You just don't never have to lose.
Right.
If you PR and then win that day, that's just what happened.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I'm talking about winning and losing, I'm talking about winning some in life and losing in life.
Nah, I don't want to use losing.
Right.
Winning and learning.
Absolutely.
Learn why you didn't win that day or whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let Lou handle his own business by itself.
Well, what I'm speaking on, Coach, is this here. I'm not talking about, when I say winning and losing, I'm not talking about anything that have to do with sports.
Correct. I'm talking about life.
Yeah,
L-I-F-E.
I'm talking about, my personal life, what I experienced, what I endured, what I went through, what almost took me out.
Thank you, Barlet Poke. And that's a whole nother topic to talk. Okay, watch this. When I had Michael Downs and Greg Ellis, we talking about the mental illness, CTE. But I know what you were going through.
Right.
So what I'm saying, that's a whole nother. I've been speaking on that topic with my boy Mary and Barbara. Demetrius Underwood. I'm just telling you, man, listen.
The next time you have that subject, I'll be on guest on your show, and I'll open up and tell what it is.
Hey, listen, Barlet. You know what? We're gonna do a topic on just the female. We wasn't. It just turned out like it turned out tonight. We wasn't excluding the female track star because it's gonna go. It's the same love.
Yeah, we love our females.
So,
yes.
matter of fact, we'll do a show on the females, but we can do this.
Yeah,
we can do this. So
yeah, we love our females.
Boy, this was
Much love, peace.
And it's an awesome show. Bo, last words.
Man, I was just glad to be here because I have saw this young man. We run across each other every couple of years, holler and all that stuff. And I just want to ask him one question. I know you don't know much about the 100-yard dash, but do I get any credit for running a 9.7 at 41?
They don't run a 100-yard dash no more.
You missed the question.
I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard
it, but you didn't let it register.
Yeah, I know they don't run it no more. You see, I'm a track aficionado. Realize
Thank you, Robin.
Because you learned some stuff about track from us right here, so don't act like you did.
No, I'm just messing. No, you get credit. You get credit.
I'm just
but before it was meters, it was dashes.
Yeah. I'm just teasing, man.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, absolutely. You get all the credit in the world.
Oh no, I'm just.
But you wouldn't beat me though.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this has been really been fun. And when you thought that And see, we respectfully can agree to disagree, but you notice how even in the midst of not agreeing, then it came back around. It was agreeing.
Oh yeah.
So if you didn't see the show from the beginning, go back and watch the whole show. Because if you came in, it may have looked like they were getting into it with each other. They not agreeing. They must don't know robot. What? Nah, you go back and watch the whole
We
show.
know robot better than you.
Yeah, go back and watch the whole show.
Absolutely.
And he'll come back, man. Boy, listen, everybody's saying, man, it's awesome, man.
He
Great
said he
show.
lost 6 times. I saw about 4 of them.
Listen, y'all.
I
I think
one of them was in
you know
8th
what?
grade.
I think we need to have a part 2.
Huh?
We need to have a part 2 of this show.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Just say
yeah.
when.
Now we might need to do it next Tuesday. Just come right back behind it.
Yeah, and that'll give me time to look him up.
Yeah,
See
hey.
his stats.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And if he
Phase
wanna,
2
and if he wanna
next
get
week.
some, he can get some right now. You know what I'm saying?
The truth. Listen, the truth.
truth.
The truth.
You gotta come through Batman first.
Yeah, but he had a sidekick named Robin. Anyway,
I need to look him up and check his stats out.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
My man.
say now, Brandon Count. We used to. This is what we used to say about him before him, Henry Neal. Who is this running down there like this? Now that we thought they were giving him times. Like, man, why they run that at? What tracked me until I finally got a chance to. Ooh wee! And the first time I saw Henry, he was over at Hamby Stadium, coming out of Green. So then Brandon, like, man, I met his dad. I met your dad. And they say he was a runner and a ball player. I know the DNA had to come from somewhere.
I keep hearing that. You know,
Nah.
one of them kind of things.
Yeah.
So everybody said the same. They literally
No.
say that. So.
Well, I just got you to say this, you Brandon.
Was it that
You
in
didn't make
Wikipedia?
that up. It came from somewhere.
Was it that in,
It came from your
But
daddy, man.
all that, we didn't have all. I just told you, we had the real. I'm talking about the projector, and then it'll snap. You have to tape it together, put it back on.
Yeah.
See, now look what
Nah,
they got now.
Yeah.
So y'all thank y'all for tuning in. We had a fun night tonight. Guess we stayed sports tonight, didn't we?
Absolutely.
Track and field all
Track
the
and
way.
field, man. Listen,
That's my first.
Phase 2. God send the same. We'll be back next Tuesday night. Thank y'all for tuning in. God bless.